What is up, you guys? It is Jay the Great here with all the guests besides Wildcat. Episode I think 15. We got TOMMYAK701, John, and for the first time, we had Homecoming Queen last week. We got the Homecoming King this week, man. So we got Niko on.
Yes, sir.
We got Niko Figs on, man.
Let's go.
Guest of
How's
honor.
it going, guys?
Going good, man. I guess we should start the way we always do, asking all you guys how you guys been. You know, start with the guest of honor though. Start with the king himself.
Man, I've been good. I'm still in school trying to get a psychology degree.
Oh, that's dope.
Working a lot. Working a full-time job over at Macy's Plaza Bonita. Loving it there. I'm really just trying to live life, man. Just trying to learn as much as I can before anything else.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Let's go next.
Well, I mean, am I supposed to ask? How are you guys doing?
You don't need to. Everyone just takes turns.
Usually someone just goes next, but I was waiting for John.
Oh, me? Well, I've been all right.
Say something. I was kidding.
I've just been working at Wing Legends by my house, and I've just been chilling, going to school also. I hate online now.
Oh yeah.
I used to like it.
True.
But it's whatever at this point. I'm just trying to get through college, get my degree in journalism, and figure out where I go from there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next.
The host always goes last.
I guess I'm doing pretty exquisite. I don't work anymore because I quit, but I'm in school. I take online classes too, but currently because I was kind of late to get my classes, I ended up going part-time. Just for this semester, not anymore. But I'm just trying to work my way up to try to be a personal trainer someday. So, yeah.
Sir.
How are you doing, Jimmy?
I guess I'll go last, but besides YouTube, which everyone knows who's watching this, I'm doing that. I got college. I'm doing computer science, so hard as hell. I'm stuck in a program today because that's fucking due Sunday. But hopefully, get my degree too, and I mix that with YouTube somehow. Maybe become animation or something. I don't know, but
hell yeah.
And then I got YouTube. I'm trying to learn more about the fight game. I mean, anyone that watches our channel knows we're all about the fight game,
fighting,
UFC.
UFC.
I'm trying to expand my knowledge. I mean, besides actually doing it,
is there a fight this Saturday?
Oh yeah, there's a fight this Saturday. That'll be another thing we're talking about. But yeah, I've just been YouTube working. I got a small little job too, at a restaurant over here. Just for now, it's just a stepping stone for some money, but
just
got
gotta get some money in your pocket.
Yeah, and full-time college, obviously, SDSU. It's a pain in the ass online, but at least we save gas money though. So
yeah,
true.
That's one good thing. And then YouTube, just at least twice a week try to post something. But
the grind,
yeah, exactly. But we got a full thing. I guess for anyone that hasn't watched this show, this podcast, and Niko too. I guess we start out with sports, and then we get to the non-sports shit. So everyone who doesn't give a shit about sports, just skip. Go 40 minutes in. I'll put a time stop right here. I usually put a stop sign. I know some people don't give a shit. So, but for the people,
if you don't know anything, if you don't like anything about life, just fuck off.
And if you don't like anything, just leave. I'm just kidding. But
just hit the door on the way out.
Yeah, I'll have the time stop right here.
Hit the door on the way out.
When I edit, I'll know. But let's get to the first sport that we talk about. The NBA. NBA, man. The end of round 2. Round 2. Let's talk about the biggest choke that I've seen in a recent memory. The Clippers. The LA Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, what happened? That's the question.
Pandemic P.
Where's Kawhi?
Pandemic P. We got Iceman George. I call him Iceman Paul. He's
George
ice.
Paul.
He's cold as ice. He can't make anything. Not ice in his veins. Ice in his shot because he can't make any.
Bum.
Kawhi. Kawhi just choked. I mean, it's Game 7, 14 points in 40 minutes. That's a joke. Jamal Murray dropped 40. He couldn't cover Jamal, clearly.
He couldn't cover the Joker either.
He couldn't cover the Joker either. And everyone's saying Kawhi is the best defensive player on the planet, and the best player on the planet. I'm like, no, it's not true. But
I like Kawhi in his big hands, but I don't think he's in the GOAT conversation.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You can't choke like that when you're clearly the better team. Well,
I'm honestly surprised he was ever in the GOAT conversation because I feel like Kawhi's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
he's a fantastic player put on for San Diego for so long, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just don't think like 100% of his game is as good as anybody like Michael Jordan or Kobe or LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
When
it's
you
not.
you know,
when
like
you
he doesn't touch those levels yet.
No.
when you
I
miss out
agree.
on 20 games of the season
Yeah.
just for load
We-
management, you don't deserve to be in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Where would you
Exactly.
guys rank him at? Would you guys rank him top 10?
Oh
Top
no.
10 now.
20?
Right now he's top 10, but all time I'd put him in top like
30.
He'd be like 30th or 30 something.
30? You
Yeah.
think so? All right.
Yeah, and like as far as that, Jamal, I gotta give the props to Jamal and the Joker. I was like, God damn, they're good.
The whole Nuggets team, man, they put up a fight.
They put up fights in basically every series. There's 7 games, man. 7 games.
As you,
Came back from 3-1 twice, man.
Yeah.
Twice,
That's
yeah,
tough
that's-
to do.
That's
yeah.
I
impressive.
can never take the Nuggets seriously because of their fucking name, dude.
Yeah, Denver
Gets me
Nuggets.
every time.
They're-
It's like,
they
yeah,
are-
Nuggets,
yeah.
chicken nuggets, let's go.
They are a very talented team, and
They're very.
Nah,
It
they
was-
are.
it
Don't
was
get me wrong,
great.
but I
it
kinda
was
wish I
great
could
seeing
change
the
their name.
Clippers lose and seeing the Clipper
Oh yeah,
fans cry.
yeah. I think we were all happy. Everyone that's not a Clippers fan was very happy to see them lose. But
I'm glad to see
Oh
Patrick
yeah,
Beverly
John,
out the bubble.
you're a Lakers fan, huh? That's crazy.
yeah, I'm like
Damn.
I'd say I'm a Lakers fan too, only because LeBron's
I
there.
think we're all Lakers fans.
I was
Yeah.
so happy to see Patrick Beverly get the fuck out of the bubble. I was so tired of his shit.
But so what we do know, Clippers lost to Denver.
Yeah.
Lakers beat Houston. Raptors lost to the Celtics. And
Crazy.
then-
Go Celtics,
yeah.
baby. Go
Go
Celtics.
Celtics. Go Celtics. The Raptors, I got to give them props. They didn't have any superstar, and they did well. They did well in the playoffs. I give them that, even
It
though they
just
lost.
shows- Yeah. It just
And
shows
then-
that they played very well without Kawhi.
And then the most surprising to me of all playoffs, the Heat beat the Bucks and basically swept their ass. Basically, they won one game.
Yeah,
They kind
I
of just
called
gave
it.
it. They kind of just
I
gave them one
called it.
game. They gave them one game. They take this game. We don't give a shit. We're still
Yeah.
gonna beat you. But
You can take it. You can take it.
Giannis is like, I'm just gonna keep pretending my ankle's really is this bad when it really isn't, so I'm not gonna play. So that's
And
Giannis.
you already know that all those like loyal Bucks fans were like,
Oh.
"Oh, like Giannis is injured. Like if we had Giannis back,
Oh
it's a
god.
different story."
I think they actually did worse when he was on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because
yeah.
Miami, they are one of the best defensive teams in
Yeah.
the NBA,
Yeah,
and so
Butler.
they know how to figure out how to beat Giannis. And
Yeah, I
he
compare
put
them
a
to like
wall.
the Heat. I compared them to the bad boy Pistons. Like defensively, they're just tough as nails, and they always attack the best player. They attacked Giannis. They
Mhm.
attacked what was the other team they beat before the Bucks?
What was it? Oh, the Pacers.
Pacers.
They attacked. I mean, who's their best player? Oladipo. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not that good, but
I think the thing with the Bucks too is like they're so one dimensional. Like they're not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not that they're anything bad, but like they really don't have an elite point guard who can
Yeah.
make people succeed from beyond the three. Like
Yeah.
if,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
with the Bucks, if you have a big man, you have enough pressure on the outside to keep him on the outside and not have him drive in, bro. It's it's game over. And
It's game over. Yeah.
I think-
Exactly.
I think the Heat, they have an incredible defense, but I think just in general, like it wasn't like rocket science to figure out the Bucks. Like it's
Yeah.
it's something that
you-
we saw Toronto
yeah.
do last year. It's something that
Exactly.
It's all you
Yeah.
had to do is just build a wall. Build a
Yeah.
wall in the
Exactly.
paint and keep Giannis out of it.
Yeah.
That's
Just
how-
keep
how you
them
win.
keep them all at the perimeter. They're not going to win that way. It's
Yeah.
perimeter
Exactly.
shooting. They're not good at perimeter shooting. But the only
You
game
want
they
to
did,
make
the only
Giannis shoot it. You want to
Yeah.
make him shoot the ball.
and the only game they did win, well, Giannis wasn't even there. Fucking Middleton stepped up for one game, and
Yeah,
then
Chris Middleton put on the shoulders.
Yeah.
He put
that
that
was
shit
a fun
on.
game to watch.
that was a fun
For-
game. Yeah.
for a game, and then it's just
For a
like,
game.
oh, well, you
And then
know
the
what's gonna
rest of-
happen next game.
Yeah. There's ass whippings, but now we got Lakers, Denver. God damn, that's fucking crazy. And then Celtics and Heat.
Yeah,
So
game
far-
2 tonight.
Game 2 tonight. Heat took for game 1. Honestly, I think
Yep.
That was a crazy game 1.
That's a tough series. I don't know. That's a tough pick, but if I had to guess, I think the
I'm
Heat are
going
just.
for the Heat on this one.
I think the Heat gonna win. I think they're gonna win that series.
I'm going with Boston in
I'm
7.
going Lakers versus Heat for the finals.
That'd be a cool
Both-
finals.
Both would be great to watch, but I'm going with just because of nostalgia reasons, and because
Boston.
this year is for Kobe. I want to see the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals.
That'd be a
one more
really
time.
good. That'd be a really cool fucking finals.
That's true. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool, I guess.
Be like Bird Magic type shit or
To
fucking.
bring back the rivalry, the good old days, the battle
Yeah.
for who's gonna get.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Battle of the most titles. Both
Yeah.
franchises have like fucking 15, 16 titles each. So,
Christmas.
That's great. That's crazy. But Lakers, Denver. I don't see Denver.
Tatum is good though. God
I
damn.
have the Lakers winning that series in 6 because I feel
think-
like Denver
yeah.
can put up a
Yeah.
fight.
I think Jamal will do his thing. I think Jokic's gonna have a hard time with fucking AD though. I don't think he's gonna do
Yeah.
very well. I think AD
Yeah,
is
I mean,
better. He's better. Yeah.
I love the Nuggets, right? Like they've put on this incredible show, kind of like an underdog, like come back from behind story.
Oh yeah,
I mean, not even just like player wise, but like statistically, they've come back from 3-1 twice, and that's
It's crazy.
fantastic.
no team has ever done that ever.
Yeah, that's insane.
You couldn't write the story better, but there's very low chance. I'm not trying to say the Nuggets are not talented and not incredible and not put on a great show, but there's no way AD and the Lakers let them go through.
Yeah.
No way.
There's no way
chance.
LeBron is just gonna stop now. He's obviously gonna go off.
He's gonna probably go.
think
Yeah.
This year for Bron is probably like a make or break year. Like if Bron doesn't
Legacy
put a
wise,
ring on his finger, exactly.
Yeah.
If Bron doesn't put a ring on his finger, it's go conversations might be up, and he might be on the losing end of that battle. So
he'll be more.
But you think
he's
if he wins,
on a mission
he might be on the winning side?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think if he loses, he'll be. As far as the MJ LeBron debate, he'll be on the losing side if he loses. If he wins that shit, winning rings on 3 different teams and just all the fucking records he's broken, I think he's gonna be more on the winning side now. Like
and he's been breaking records this postseason too, and not a lot of people are realizing that. He's now second all time in 3-pointers made in the playoffs.
Yeah, first in
and
points,
people say
first
he's not
in
a great
assists.
shooter.
Yeah, he's second all time, and then also he's first all time in all NBA all team selections also.
Yeah,
and points
too.
16.
And points.
Yeah, and points. He passed up Kareem, and I think Kobe. Those guys
Didn't
had
he pass
15.
up Kareem last year, or was it?
No,
this year?
he passed Kobe this year.
Yeah, he had 15 all
Oh,
NBA
not Kareem. My
selections.
bad.
He had 15. He had 15 all NBA selections, and that was
That's
tied.
crazy.
Now he has 16, so he passed Kareem and Kobe.
So for most of his career, he's only missed it once.
Yeah. This one guy, I think you guys probably watched him, Colin Coward, the guy on Fox. He made a good analogy between him and Michael. He's like, Michael's like Apple. He's glamorous. Fucking LeBron's like Microsoft. He's just always working, always great. Apple's more glamorous, but Microsoft is like, it always works. It's always reliable. And that's what LeBron's been reliable for so fucking long that 17 years has been great. Greatness, not just good. He's been great for 17 years.
And I think this playoffs, it's been great for LeBron because he hasn't really had to carry that load so much.
Yeah,
because he has
80's been a big help.
Yeah.
80 is a huge fucking
80
help.
has been a big help.
Yeah.
But
So
I can
like,
already see people saying that, like, let's say if he wins the finals, they're just gonna fucking say like, "Oh, he needs another All-Star, another superstar to help him." I mean,
everyone does.
But like,
but people are already saying it's
like,
already a cakewalk to the finals. And I'm like, have you not seen what the bubble's been going on? Like so many upsets.
How are you gonna blame? How are you gonna blame the matchup? It's not the It's not the Lakers' fault. The Clippers choked. It's not his fault. So
Clippers didn't step up.
They didn't step
up.
They
thought they had it won.
They think they had it. Everyone thought they had it.
Jordan ever have fucking? Did he ever do it on his own? No.
No, he never made it on his own. And once he got Pippen,
not even close. Not even close either.
He had his.
Didn't the Bulls almost win in the playoffs without him?
Yeah, when the year
that, and they got bounced by the Knicks.
Yeah, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Knicks beat him. Yeah, but
it's been crazy though. This playoffs has been very fun. I thought the bubble would make it a little bit boring, but
it's actually really fun. Yeah,
but
really,
just been seeing it. I think it tops from last year because last year's playoffs was fun to watch.
Yeah, that was fun. It was surprising too. Fucking people winning and losing. Clippers lost. Heat are dominating. It's fucking crazy.
It's so unexpected, you know.
Yeah. Lakers is fucking. That's the only one that you can be. Oh, they're dominating everyone because they're the Lakers.
The crowd factor with no crowd in the stands. That probably plays a big factor.
I think it really does. I think people that like LeBron, I think he's done it for so long. He doesn't really care. He's like, I'm still gonna fucking ball whether there's no fans or not. And people like, I don't know, maybe Kawhi needed fans. Who knows? We don't know.
Hey, I just realized something. While the Lakers been going in the playoffs, they've been 4-for-1 through the whole playoffs right now.
They swept everyone. Gentlemen sweeped everybody.
Yeah, holy shit.
It's crazy now, though.
So did the
crazy.
Dope, yeah.
So did the Heat.
Heat too,
except they swept the Pacers.
They swept the Pacers.
Yeah, clean
swept the Pacers.
Yeah, the Heat have only lost one playoff game.
Yeah. It was that one game.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And
nobody thought,
this is going to be interesting, dude.
I mean, let's be honest. Did anybody think, besides Thomas, that the Miami Heat were going to get this far?
I thought they were probably losing the first, and probably to the Bucks,
Like,
probably. Yeah.
I had a feeling that they could go this far if they played Milwaukee because they beat them twice.
Yeah.
The reason why I hype up Heat so much is kind of based around Jimmy Butler. I feel like he's in a way underrated, but I don't know.
He definitely doesn't get enough love. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely earning respect now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, after beating the '1 seed, yeah, you definitely.
The
Yeah,
got
Crowder's
respect.
pretty good too.
Yeah. And I guess I asked this question last week, but I guess maybe it might have changed now. Who's the MVP of the playoffs right now? Probably.
MVP of the playoffs.
Right now, yeah.
Damian Lillard.
Me, I don't know. I can't. It's been because there's been a lot of good things happening right now.
Yeah, there's obviously Jamal. There's obviously LeBron, AD. I mean,
Right now, I would probably say Jamal Murray.
Jamal is killing it
Right
man.
now.
Holy shit, yeah.
After what he's done in back-to-back series,
He's
coming back from 3-1 deficit, I'd probably give it to Jamal Murray right now.
He gets really hot when he gets hot. Like some games, he's really hot. Fucking making 40 plus. I'm like, damn. I'd probably say Jamal too. He's just been really consistent. I think even against Kawhi and Clippers defense. But that's the NBA.
Clippers defense, it's overrated, bro. They were so into their own head, bro. They could not adjust at all.
They were super hyped because Kawhi was looked at as like the shit, but I guess not. But as far as who I think makes the finals, probably I'm saying the Lakers and the Heat, and I think the Lakers win it all. Probably. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I got Lakers and
because
Celtics.
the competitions. I got Lakers and Heat, and I feel like it could possibly go to Game 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Maybe
I would love to see a Lakers Celtics final.
That would be just cool.
Just because
that would be cool too. That would be cool. That would be really cool. That would be like he was saying earlier, to bring it like back in the day, But,
I am a Celtics fan, so I do want to see the Celtics come out on top of that, just because
Jalen, man, Jason Tatum is a beast for sure.
that team is legit.
I actually like the Heat a lot.
Yeah.
I think defensively,
That would be my second favorite team.
they're probably not as sound as I think a couple other teams in the playoffs still.
Uh-huh.
But I think if your offense can shoot out the lights and
Yeah.
kind of just make up for that on the back end, then you should be all right. But again, the Heat are a very tough team to go against right now.
Yeah.
But see with how hot they've been, oh man.
Yeah,
especially with Bam Adebayo in the paint. I don't know if you guys saw that block he had.
Yeah, that guy is the big man that just takes care of business, like down in the paint.
And he's not 7 foot either. He's 6'11".
Yeah,
he plays things like that.
He plays big. He plays like a big. Yeah, he plays like a big. But that's the NBA guys. I guess the next big topic. There's a lot going on that I found, at least UFC. Obviously,
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Golf.
First piece of news that I found. I'm sure John knows this already. Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson canceled due to UFC not paying Poirier.
Oh shit!
For y'all that don't know, Poirier is like a lightweight contender, one of the best on the planet, and Tony is also lightweight fighter. But what Dana said, what I didn't like that he said Poirier just doesn't want to fight. I think that's kind of disrespectful to say that about Poirier. Poirier fights.
Say that.
That's disrespectful. I'm like, dude, Poirier fights everyone, dude.
Yeah.
He fought Hooker, he fought Connor, he fought them all. The guy fights. I mean, that's kind of disrespectful. That's like saying Connor's different, actually. He actually doesn't want to fight. But someone like John Jones doesn't want to fight. I'm like, dude, he's the greatest of all time. To pay his ass. He wants to get paid.
They say Mike Tyson doesn't want to knock someone out.
Yeah, that's like saying Floyd won't dodge your punch. That's fucking dumb to say.
Yeah.
But,
it's like saying Mike Tyson doesn't want to bite off a fight.
Poirier wants to get paid. I mean, he took a lot of damage against Hooker. That was a close fight. And he fought Khabib. And he fought Khabib. He's been in some wars. And basically on the interview that I saw, he's like, yeah, man, if I'm going to get hit like this, I need to be paid. I'm not going to go get paid, fucking cents and nickels and dimes to fight this fucking monster and get my face pummeled just for a couple cents. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But Tony, the thing about Tony's the other. He doesn't give a shit how much he gets paid. To an extent, I mean, everyone cares about money, but he fought fucking who did he fight? Justin Gaethje on like 2 weeks notice. I'm like, dude, you're insane. You're insane. But
he's crazy.
And that's why he got his ass. He got his ass fucking beat. He got destroyed. Justin beat the shit out of him. I'm like,
literally, straight up.
They literally had to stop it. He didn't want to quit. Like, he literally could have died. They're like, that's enough, man. You're getting fucking killed. They just took him off.
Yeah.
He was getting rocked left and right. He was eating those punches, but you could tell they had a major effect on him. I don't think he was getting where he was.
The thing about Tony, if I have to break him down, like the technique, the reason why Justin kicked his ass is because Tony wastes too much motion. He does like all those weird. You know how he's always standing like trying to fake you out. Justin's like fundamentally just crisp. He just throws the combinations and doesn't waste any movement. Tony's like, I'm gonna fake you out. Justin's like, get the fuck out of here. Just beats the shit out of him.
And
I'm
what's
like,
funny is JT, like
JT.
he's a well-known wrestler, but he loves to
that's
strike.
the thing. Yeah, he's like an all-American Division 2 or 1 national champion wrestler. He doesn't even wrestle. He just beats the shit out of people boxing. I'm like, what the fuck? But
just fucking straight up.
I think he's gonna have to use against Khabib though in October.
Oh, yeah,
that's for damn
definitely.
sure. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna box him.
Yeah.
Connor tried it.
Because Khabib, he's not gonna go in there and strike with you.
If Connor could knock him out, you think fucking Justin will? I mean, Justin is probably a better boxer than Connor, but he's not a better. I think Connor's one of the best at all time at distance control. And not only Justin, not as good as with distance as Connor was, and he got his ass whooped. So, I mean, I don't know.
UFC been on fire though. I'm excited.
Dana White, man, you got to thank him for saving sports, man. If it weren't for him, who knows when sports would have came back? I feel like the NBA, the NFL wouldn't have come back so soon if UFC wasn't so aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Dana's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna put a fight on. I'm like, damn.
He went to go fight in a different country.
Yeah, fuck it. Made an island. I was like, damn.
Basically.
Yeah. So did he actually buy the island? Like, is that an
Yeah.
actual thing that happened?
Basically,
Like, he actually bought an island.
Yeah,
And
it
all
was
the
in
UFC
the.
fighters are fighting there right now.
Yeah, it was what country? The United Emirates or some shit.
Yeah, it's somewhere like
he
Abu
literally-
Dhabi. It's in
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
He bought a piece of land
Crazy.
and they literally built the infrastructure, hotels, barbershops, fucking the arena, everything. And then now they all fight down there because it's Corona.
Wait, that's where the fighting's been?
Yeah,
He's
not
been
now.
in Vegas for some time, but
Now,
like, they
yeah.
usually go back and forth on occasion now.
yeah. Like they go to
That's
fight
So
out.
I
That's
thought
fucking
it was
sick.
like, I thought he like bought like an island off like the Galapagos or like somewhere in like
yeah.
Indonesia,
Yeah.
and we're just like, all right, I'm just gonna like post up here. Like, that's crazy. That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense though, because I feel like in Abu Dhabi,
Yeah,
they
Abu
probably
Dhabi, yeah.
already have like man-made islands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just took that man-made island and
Yeah.
you know
it's
threw some buildings on it and called it a day. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that
one of the
was-
richest places in the world, so they can
Yeah.
do whatever they want.
There's luxury down there.
that's so crazy.
Dana White, if it weren't for him, I feel like the NFL, NBA, they would be like, nah, we can't start yet because none of the other sports started yet. We're not going to start. But they're like, oh, the UFC is making money. Let's start now, and that's what they did.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's thank the UFC for that. But another piece of news, I think Connor arrested again. Oh God, man.
He didn't do it.
Yeah.
Not this is not fact, but they said that he indecent exposure. Like he showed off his fucking
Balls.
his three piece
I mean,
to fucking a woman in
His
France.
three-piece? How many times though has Connor been accused of this, and it
Yeah.
came out he's
Yeah,
innocent?
nothing happens. Yeah, I think it's.
Just
I don't believe it
Dumb
either.
broad wants a payday.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. I think it's just fake.
Wait, what are you charging him with?
They arrested him for I don't know how they had the probable cause to arrest
Yeah.
him. I don't think they had proof or anything.
Well, he's out on bail anyway. He's
yeah,
already
not-
back home.
They interviewed him and they let him go. Now everything's fine now, but
Yeah.
some female accused of him showing off his fucking dick to her in fucking middle like he was walking out the bathroom and he shows it off. I'm like, why would you do that? That makes no
I
sense. to
highly
me.
doubt he would do that. Speaking of which, he just got recently engaged.
Yeah, that's fucking. I don't
Yeah.
believe that bullshit, honestly.
Yeah. It's
I guess
just
that's
ridiculous.
To me, I think that he needs to be careful though. Just where he is, stay safe, man, because everyone wants your money. But
Yeah.
another piece of news that's happening this Saturday: Woodley versus Covington.
Ooh. Can't wait
Tyron-
for that.
Tyron Woodley, I think he's on his last legs. This is going to depend if he's real deal or if he's kind of going to just disappear because he got his ass whooped. He basically lost every round of the last two fights. Fucking Usman whipped his ass.
Yeah.
Burns whipped his ass.
Damn.
And he looked like shit, man. I mean, I'm not
Not
trying to talk
Burns.
shit. Burns beat the shit out of him, and so did Usman. Covington, on the other hand, to me, he's the second best in that division after the champ himself, barely losing to him. This is not a good matchup for Tyron, man. I feel like I think it's gonna be Usman part 2. It's gonna be
Wow.
Woodley versus Usman part 2. I think Covington's gonna whip his ass, unless Woodley looks like he used to. But if he's anything like he was in the last two fights, he's gonna get fucking that volume. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
I just hope Woodley gets his confidence back because we've been
Yeah.
talking about this before with Woodley.
I feel like
we feel like he lost his confidence after his loss to Usman.
And when you're
So
a
it's
fight,
just like
when you're a fighter, and Woodley has a lot of other things going on. He like makes music. He's on TMZ all the time. When your whole life isn't just fighting, other people that are as good as you that work harder, they're gonna beat you. That's the thing with Woodley. He's
yeah.
a rapper. He's a fucking
And Usman
TV
worked hard
host.
that fight.
Usman, his whole life is fighting all the time, every day. Covington too, same way. All he does is fight. These guys are hungry. Woodley's kind of like probably not as hungry now that he's older and that he had the belt for so long. I think Covington whips his ass. I like Woodley too, but I doubt he's gonna beat him. But okay, this is a political thing, but it has to do with the UFC. So there was a press conference today with Covington and Woodley. And for some reason, Woodley, the whole time they asked him questions, all he said was Black Lives Matter. So anything they would ask him, they're like, what do you think is going to happen? Black Lives Matter. That's all he said the whole time. Obviously, he's making a political statement. And Covington is a Trump supporter. So let's just get that out of there. That's probably another reason why he did it. Because he had a hat saying, I think the hat said like
made racists catch this fade again.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And obviously it was directed towards Trump and Covington. I get it. It's probably for one, political reasons, two, for publicity, because you're just making the fight more exciting since Covington's a Trump. But I was like, when I saw that, I was like, really, Woodley? Beat somebody first, all right? Don't do that stupid shit like that. And you lost 2 fights in a row, man. I mean, you're not really. But
I'm going with Woodley because I have faith in that he will win. But I
like Woodley too, but I think Covington he's too much. I think
he can be a boring fighter sometimes, but that man, he has a proven record.
Yeah. So another piece of news, I barely found this out like 10 minutes before we did the podcast. Dana White, Cerrone's going to be on the Woodley Covington card, and he basically said all is on the line for Cerrone this fight. So I feel like that means if he loses, I think White might ask him to retire. I think that's what's going to happen if he loses to Niko Price.
Really?
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, whoa. I mean, Cowboy's older. He's been in a lot of wars.
How old is he now? Like in his 40s?
I think damn near his 40s. He's like 38, 39.
Like 93 or 94.
I mean, he got fucking annihilated by Conor, fucking annihilated by Ferguson, annihilated by Justin Gaethje. He got his ass fucking beat. I think Dana White has a point, though. I mean, the guy, if you get your ass whooped, you're going to be Chuck Liddell Part 2. Just hang it up, man.
He's not wrong. Because when Chuck Liddell was fighting in his past his prime, it's just like you could just tap his chin and you can knock him out.
Yeah, this is the saddest shit. When Oscar De La Hoya put on an MMA fight and made him fight Tito Ortiz, who's still relevant and still fighting. It was a joke. He fucking killed him. It was a knockout.
One of the worst. I'm glad I didn't spend money on that fight.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch that. Even watching him hit the mitts, he looked like an old ass man. He was hitting the mitts like shit. I was like, is this Chuck Liddell? It's like an old ass man hitting the mitts.
Which is making an embarrassment of himself. No disrespect to Chuck, but it's
not
just
disrespect, but he's 48, I think, almost 50 years old. Dude,
and he still wants to fight, and it's just like, no, dude, that doesn't fucking stay home.
That fight didn't even count to me because Chuck in his prime beat the shit out of Tito twice. He knocked him out twice. This fight didn't count, so I hope Tito doesn't get any satisfaction out of this. I'm like, dude,
I hope he doesn't at all, because bro, you beat an old man. Pretty much. You beat a 50-year-old dude,
old senile ass man. You feel accomplished? I'm like,
senile.
But
I want to go that far.
Well, he's not senile, but he's gonna become senile if he keeps fighting. That's for sure.
He's gonna be on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He's getting that age, man. He's getting that age.
I guess.
Oh wait, Jimmy, I saw that for your video you made with the John Jones and Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, I posted that reaction yesterday. John Jones, Brock. This is what I have to say. It's going to be blockbuster. I mean, John's going to whip his ass. Let's be real. But
so are they still in talks of making it happen?
I think they're still in talks. John either wants Stipe or Brock. And here's the thing. I think they're going to give Francis to Stipe. It wouldn't be fair to give John to Stipe because Francis earned that.
Yeah.
Earned it. He beat the shit out of everybody. Knocking everybody out. Yeah, he's been literally knocking everybody out. Like, not even exaggerating. But
and I don't think John Jones has a problem with that either.
Nah, I think Brock's huge money. So he's like, fuck it. I'll make money and beat this chump and beat his ass for some money. But he's going to kill him. I'm pretty sure he's going to kill him.
So
he's old.
Stipe versus Francis and John versus Brock, and then after, do you think fucking John versus Stipe?
Yeah, probably going to be. Unless Francis beats Stipe, which is possible, because Francis hits so fucking hard that. Yeah. I don't think he will, but he can if he just hits so fucking hard that even one shot, it's over. Francis hits so fucking hard. But that fight's huge. But I guess one fight I got to talk about before we move on to another topic. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. That's not this Saturday. That's next Saturday.
Great. I thought it was
Stylebender. In my opinion, my opinion, he's the best striker in the UFC. Like out of all, pound for pound, yeah. The only guy that can maybe compete. I don't think anyone can compete, to be honest. Striking like all around. He's not the best pure boxer. I think the best pure boxer is probably Jorge Masvidal or Justin Gaethje.
He's the best pure kickboxer in the UFC.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he's the best kickboxer. I think Paula, the way I think he's gonna fight, I think he's gonna get knocked out like Whitaker did. He's gonna rush him, and then Israel's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" and just knock him out. That's it.
I remember seeing Paulo say that he's gonna win by decision.
That's a joke. No, someone's gonna get knocked out.
Said that. I remember seeing that somewhere, but I'm
That's,
like,
no,
I don't think that's possible.
He's not gonna outstrike him. I'll tell you that. He's gonna try to knock him out, and he's either gonna knock him out or get knocked out. And I think he's gonna get knocked out by Israel. But
that's gonna be a great fight because them two have been.
They talk so much shit. Yeah, they talk a lot of shit. Paulo's like, he's like, I'm gonna knock you out, and Israel's like, dude, I'm gonna fuck it. You're gonna rush me. I'm gonna knock your ass out like Whitaker.
I mean, I remember seeing Israel Adesanya with pink hair.
Oh yeah,
like, you lose to a dude with pink hair in an octagon.
It's a joke, but
it's gonna be pretty hilarious.
Israel's gonna be the matador, and Paulo's gonna be the bull. He's like, come over here, motherfucker, and just knock him out. Like, that's what's gonna happen.
Well, doesn't Paulo fight that way too? He likes to charge.
If you watch him fight Yoel, then you'll know how he fights. That was a war. Yoel Romero is built like brick shit house, and he beat Yoel at his own game. I was like, God damn, he hits like a fucking.
I really thought Yoel won that fight, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really close.
But watching it again, and it's like, oh, okay, I can see why.
Yeah, because Paulo dropped him. I think for like a little bit, like not like actually made him fall, but he like went down to one knee. But yeah, that fight is close. But that's the UFC. There's a lot of exciting shit going on. But this is a topic we can finally talk about since it started again. The NFL. Week 1 scores. I feel like this NFL season is like a repeat of last season. The good teams are still good. The bad teams are still bad. That's what from week 1. That's
it picked up right where it left off. Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, very much.
Chiefs whipped ass. Ravens whipped ass. Saints beat the Bucks.
The Buccaneers are for sure overrated. 100%.
Yeah, overrated.
The Seahawks beat the Falcons.
Yeah, Seahawks beat the Falcons.
I think the Cardinals won last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They won 20
that one was surprising.
That was surprising, yeah. They had
with DeAndre Hopkins, though.
DeAndre did well, yeah. As far, it's like nothing's changed. Let me see. I need to go to the scores.
But new quarterbacks on different teams, pretty much.
Yeah, like the Chargers, the Bengals, like the rookies.
Joseph Burrow, the guy came out to play, man.
Yeah, he came out
to play, but he still lost. Damn it! Let's go. Missed the field goal. I was so happy.
But what's his name? Justin Herbert didn't play, right? He didn't start.
We're keeping.
No, he didn't get him.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see. I mean, I don't know if he was ready, but that would have been cool to see Justin versus Joe.
I thought we were going to see in the second half because the way our offense was playing like shit.
Yeah. Who started? I'm guessing Tyrod did.
Yeah, Tyrod's the starter right now, which isn't a bad thing.
He's decent. He's like a.
But he's
reliable.
not gonna throw it. He's not gonna throw it down the field the whole time.
Yeah, he's not the type. He's like a game.
Not Phillip Rivers that's gonna sling it.
He's like a game manager. I feel like.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
He's a game manager.
So, we gotta talk about Patrick Mahomes. He looks exactly the same, man. Like the Super Bowl, nothing's happened in between. Like he hasn't.
Nothing's changed.
Freak.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
Think about this. He's gonna be a billionaire soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be a billionaire. He's probably gonna be another Jordan.
Is he getting paid like $500 million right now?
Yeah, he's fucking making
money.
And
then he has part ownership in the Kansas City Royals for the baseball team.
He's gonna be like Michael Jordan #2 when he's older, like a billionaire. He's gonna
have his own cleats. He's gonna have his own brand.
Watch him be an owner or some shit. I don't know. But Bills, Jets. I don't really care about the game. I'm trying to see a game that I care about.
No, nobody cares about the Jets.
Yeah, no one cares about Washington and the Eagles. Washington. They're just called Washington.
The Washington football team.
The Washington football team, baby.
That's such a joke of a name.
Washington football team, baby.
How do you guys feel on them fucking not having their original name anymore?
I don't care for it. They sucked anyway.
I mean, they beat the Eagles though, but the Eagles suck.
Yeah.
Eagles suck now too. But
honestly, I just feel like I think it was such a cop out to just say the football team. Like you could have had so much cooler names like Red Hawks, Red Tails, Red anything.
Yeah,
Red Wolves.
You decided
Red Wolves.
So dumb. I'm like, why is it a Washington football team?
Fuck it.
The Washington to hold out.
The Washington Nine Tails.
The Nine Tails.
Just something, bro. There's no way that nobody threw out an idea.
Yeah, that was a
is
joke.
that their wait? That's gonna be is that like gonna be their name now or
they might
they are the Washington football team.
They might keep it. They're actually planning on keeping it.
Their logo is just a fucking W. I'm like, what the fuck is that, man?
That sounds stupid.
Hell, I wouldn't even mind the Washington Warriors.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
That'd be cool.
The Washington Red Wolves I like a lot too.
I gotta talk about my favorite team, and the only reason I like them is because Odell's on it. The Browns. It's a joke, man. Fucking joke. Yeah, it was a joke.
Joke. I mean, what did you expect going against the Ravens, though?
Yeah.
They played tonight, though.
Baker Mayfield's at the point where I think he's a make or break year. He's got to get a winning record. He's done.
I mean, what the Browns' problem is, what they need to change is that they need to stop changing.
Yeah, they got to stop. They're so quick because they've been so shitty for so many years. They're so quick to change things. I'm like, let chemistry be built, dude. You fucking change every year. No.
But you see, that's the problem because people are already saying if Baker doesn't win this game, he should be benched.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Shouldn't be benched.
I don't agree with that. I think he should
keep playing.
Give him
the
this
chemistry
whole,
up.
give him this whole season at least. And if he plays like shit, then it is what it is. But don't bench him right away. Don't do that.
That's the problem.
He played pretty mediocre. I mean, he went 50% from completion, 1 pick, 1 touchdown, less than 200 yards passing. But the rushing game did all right. Kareem had 72 yards. Nick Chubb had 60. I mean, that's something. But they just didn't get any.
Browns feed him. They're gonna win. And if they feed Nick Chubb, they're gonna win.
Baker just, I don't know, man. What the hell's his problem? But Lamar Jackson.
I think for the Browns offensively, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I think their whole MO is like a ground pound game.
Yeah.
But bringing in someone like Baker Mayfield, he's a scrambler. He's somebody that they want to get running around. I just don't think Baker Mayfield at all is a good fit for the Browns.
Yeah.
If you trade out some of those star players like Odell, like
Jarvis Landry,
you don't need incredible receivers
to
be good in the Browns. They were good. They were better when they just ran the ball. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I think they're too like oversaturated with talent or some shit. Like
you got Odell, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb,
Kareem, Baker, David Njoku, like holy shit.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I'd rather keep Odell, but get rid of trade one of those players for someone useful. Like they don't need that many pieces. It's like there's shits all over the place. They're trying to distribute the ball to everyone, and they end up losing games, getting blown out.
I mean, I expected them to lose to Baltimore.
Oh yeah, I expected that. I expected that too.
But they gave me fantasy points, so
yeah. Lamar Jackson, just like Patrick, didn't miss a beat. Only 5 incompletions, 3 touchdowns, 275.
I don't think Mahomes is ever gonna miss a beat this season.
That motherfucker, the guy's fucking monster. And he led his team in rushing. Lamar, 45 yards, led the lead. He threw for 3 touchdowns, led the team in rushing.
Great. Let's just hope he gets a playoff win.
Yeah, let's see if that happens. I
mean, he's a great quarterback, but I want to see him win a playoff game.
Yeah.
It's not against my team, though. That's not against my team.
Guess a couple more teams here. Obviously, Dolphins and Patriots. Cam Newton on the Patriots, his debut. Let's see.
It's still weird to see him on the Patriots.
It's weird.
It's going to take some time getting used to that.
I feel like they kind of built. I feel like the way they played, they ran their offense. They kind of built their offense around him a little. They let him rush a lot. He had 2 touchdowns. Rush. Yeah, that's good because that's the type of player. He got 2 rushing touchdowns. Led the team in rushing. He was efficient with the ball. The completion percentage was high. Had no touchdowns, but he was efficient though. Like he got the ball downfield. That's what he did.
I think he's gonna have a good rebound season with the Patriots this year. I feel like he can do some things.
I feel like
maybe comeback player of the year. I think he'll get that.
Yeah, I feel he fits in well with that offense.
Yeah, I think it's especially the Patriots have been with, and don't get me wrong, Tom Brady's good, but don't get me wrong. Josh McDaniels obviously is an offensive genius. Like he's incredible.
Oh, he is
brilliant, right? Brilliant, yeah. So now we're getting to see.
I think he's cutting off.
Yeah.
Has been like, oh yeah.
Oh fuck! Yeah, he's cutting out.
That's
down.
Oh shit!
Daniels is unfolding all this stuff. He's in his back. The Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were cutting out there a little bit, Nico.
I think for sure.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit. We're having a little technical difficulty.
The corona, but offensively they're gonna be. My bad, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, I think now we can. I think.
Yeah, you were cutting out a little bit.
Not corona. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh shit! The corona.
Am I clear again?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, now you
Sick.
are.
So what were you saying?
I'm just saying that I think offensively the Patriots are going to be a force to be reckoned with this year.
I think
it's going to be nuts.
Yeah,
I think so. I think so also because I feel like that type of team, with the type of running backs you have and type of receivers and the dink and dunk kind of offense, that's perfect for Cam. He can
perfect for him. Yeah, definitely.
play action. His play action. He can scramble. He could rush. He could pass. It's perfect. I think it's perfect. They have good
You think
receivers.
he's gonna stay there permanently in New England?
I think if they have a good season, they're gonna keep him again. I think they will. I think they're gonna keep him.
They should keep him.
If he plays,
I still got Buffalo winning that division though, but I think it's gonna be. I think the Patriots make the
Buffalo.
playoffs, though.
I think Buffalo. Yeah, they're gonna win the division.
Yeah.
But one more game. I think that's relevant. Obviously, Brady on the Bucks lost to the Saints.
System quarterback.
System, man. Yeah, I think he showed his age a little bit, to be honest.
Showed his age.
Yeah, he looked a little old, man. He's getting old, but he fucking.
I still.
He has some zip on the ball.
I like the Bucks to make it. I still got the Bucks to have a winning season. I wouldn't say they're overrated. I think it's just going to take time. I wouldn't say a lot of time because you had the off season to work on it. But I still feel like in an actual game with Brady, I feel like they're going to get it together soon.
Yeah, I think.
And they're better, man.
Yeah, they're better.
Brady's old ass will probably retire if they suck.
When you got Mike Evans as your wide receiver, you better step it up.
Yeah, I think he's known to be really efficient, but maybe he's just not used to that offense. I don't know. He threw 2 picks.
I think the thing with the Buccaneers offense is, I think, and Jameis Winston had an incredible season last year. Like he was
30 for 30.
Stupid touchdowns.
30 for 30.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, maybe his accuracy wasn't the best.
Oh yeah.
But
but his eyes, he had bad eyes.
He had bad eyes.
He's always wincing.
What made that offense good was the fact that Jameis Winston had enough meat behind his arm to chuck the ball down the field, and I don't think Tom Brady has that strength anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have that zip.
You're basically getting a Buccaneers offense, but without a deep threat. So it's like, and what they have, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin,
deep threats,
those guys are guys you want to go deep every single play.
Yeah, those guys.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they develop. I think they don't have much of a rush game, and Bruce Arians is a lot more of a spread offense, guys.
Yeah,
exactly.
Spread offense,
So I don't think it's a good fit, but I want to see Tom Brady flourish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think 1 is age, 2 he just doesn't have the zip on his arm to throw. Yeah, to make those passes.
It's against New Orleans, and it's tough playing New Orleans in the
that
dome.
defense did well. That defense was good. I was like, damn. But I just think they're gonna have to adjust the offense or something, or because he's not the type to throw 50 plus yards and get a 50 plus yard play on like throwing it to Mike or something. He's just not that. I think he's too old, and he's never really been that way. Maybe in his prime, like when he had Randy Moss.
I feel like with Brady, his whole career, he's never really wanted to throw the deep ball. Besides when
he had Randy.
He had with Randy Moss that year.
Exactly.
When he was just slinging it the whole time.
Yeah.
But now it's just he doesn't want to throw it deep.
Yeah, I think he's too old, and he just doesn't like it. Yeah. As far as the Saints, they look good. I mean, they're clicking.
Yeah. Have the highest paid receiver.
Yeah, they have the highest paid receiver in the game.
Overrated.
And then Drew did all right. He played efficiently. He didn't have like monster numbers, but
no, but Drew's gonna be Drew. He's gonna have a great season every year.
Yeah, he does.
Breaking records. I don't know how he does it, but he fucking does it.
Yeah, I don't know how he fucking does it. But yeah, that's the NFL, guys.
Can't wait for week 2.
Thank God it's back. God damn, we're sick of not being able to talk about football ever.
Shit, we play Kansas City this Sunday. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Oh shit, it's over.
L, my friend.
I'm gonna put an automatic L on the win-loss column right now.
I actually have I have some boxing topics, not very many, but I found some. I'm sure all you guys know Ryan Garcia. The guy on Instagram who fucking does the videos of body shots.
Your favorite fighter?
Mine? That's a fucking joke. But he's good though. I'll give him that. I guess him and Luke Campbell are talking shit like back and forth. I was reading that Luke wants to he vows to punish Ryan for his trash talking. I was like, okay, buddy, relax. Relax, pal. But
he vows, huh?
Yeah, I think he doesn't like Ryan. I think he's sick of. If I was in Luke's shoes, he probably doesn't like his pretty boy act. He probably wants to be like, I'm a real boxer. You're a joke. But the thing is, Ryan is really good. That's the thing. He's fucking good.
Yeah.
He has some really good power. He's really.
Who do you have?
Oh, I have Ryan probably. Luke is good though. He's not going to beat Luke easily. He'll probably go to decision to be honest.
I'm going with Ryan too.
I mean, he couldn't. I think it's either late round knockout by Ryan, late KO by Ryan, or decision in which Ryan wins.
And we've seen
The
Ryan
fucking
Garcia knock some people
uppercuts.
out. He can. He very well can knock.
He has power, and he's been
Isn't he
training
like 17-0 for knockouts?
something like that. Yeah, he's like 17-0. Yeah,
I
that's
think
one.
he has more wins, but I think he has like 17 knockouts.
Yeah, the thing with Ryan, like we always said in the past podcasts, he just hasn't fought a bit like an A-list boxer. He hasn't.
Yeah,
I think he
would
would,
actual.
and I don't think he's ready either. He wouldn't beat one like a Gervonta Davis, a Lomachenko. I think they would sun him, like they would school his ass.
Yeah.
He got quick hands. Like
Yeah.
that shit looks pretty quick. I don't know.
Like Lomachenko, I think Lomachenko would dance circles around him right now. He wouldn't even know what the fuck to do. But that's that. I saw another one. Wilder, Deontay Wilder is looking in great shape for Fury trilogy.
When is that happening? Next year?
Probably like he probably has to first beat Joshua. Fury has to beat Joshua,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, Wilder probably has to fight somebody. And I think after that, I can make it happen. I think they would make it happen. I think he does beat Joshua. I think Fury's gonna beat him. Fury's gonna beat Joshua. I don't think the thing with Wilder. I don't know if he'll ever beat Fury. I don't know.
Again?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll ever beat him. I think Wilder is just not on Fury's level. Fury's too big, too.
Poison Fury.
Yeah, he's too fundamentally sound. Like Wilder is honestly not even talk shit, but he's an amateur in boxing compared to Fury. He's just not in his league. He hits hard as fuck. I mean, you saw how hard he hits, but Fury is world class. Like fuck, man, he's world class. Like boxing, he's the best on the planet right now. Best heavyweight on the planet.
I also saw somewhere that I don't know if you heard, but Floyd Mayweather accepted another exhibition fight.
This is the dumbest piece of news I've ever read. This is after this one. Logan Paul is not denying that he might fight Floyd. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's a joke. That's a fucking joke.
Why would I want to watch that?
Dude, it's going to be a fucking joke. Floyd's going to be literally probably laughing at him.
Wait,
like,
isn't the brother, what's the other Paul?
Oh, Jake?
Isn't he trying to fight some rapper?
Oh, he's fighting Nate Robinson. Or
Douchebag.
That's a joke.
Okay, never mind.
But here's the thing. Floyd fighting Logan would be like Tyson fighting some fucking chump off the street. Like that's what it would
Like
be.
Tyson fighting me.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Tyson fighting like someone that's never boxed before. It's a joke. It's gonna be an ass whooping.
Why would
Mike
anyone want to
Tyson
pay? Why would anyone
fighting-
want to pay money to see that?
I think
Like,
Floyd.
it's like-
Yeah,
It's like
Literally
Mike
tell me
Tyson
why
trying to
you
fight
wanna pay to
Steph
watch
Curry.
that.
Floyd might.
me why.
I think if Floyd fights him, I really hope he doesn't. 'Cause that's a fucking joke.
So do you think
That's money.
Jake Paul or what's his name? Logan Paul? Do you think he gets knocked out by Floyd Mayweather?
I hope so.
Oh, fuck! If they fight without headgear, I really hope he knocks out Logan Paul. Like I really fucking do.
Hey,
and he can knock him out. I think his decision.
Hey, what are the odds of Logan knocking him out?
Oh, there's no chance. It's literally
Nah, I
0%.
Dude, imagine though. I mean, like,
That's not
what
gonna
the
happen.
fuck? What would you think?
If Connor couldn't do it, this chump will never touch him.
Yeah.
He might not. He might not even lay a glove on his face. To be honest.
Connor put up a better fight than all those others would.
Oh yeah,
or even think
these
of.
YouTubers. Connor was he was an amateur boxer. This guy doesn't know. I mean, he hasn't fought anyone besides KSI. Like that guy's a joke too. Like
Connor went in there with a fucking amateur record, like
Yeah.
amateur skill, but lasted like what 10 rounds.
He did. He was actually formidable. This guy's it's a fucking clown show. It's a circus. Like
The circus, exactly. It's
It's a joke.
Circus.
Yeah, like it's a fucking
wow.
joke.
To me, it's like sort of like a mockery, like
Is it-
disrespect to
Yeah.
boxing.
Hey,
That's
Isn't
disrespectful. Yeah.
Mm.
isn't Logan way heavier than Mayweather?
I think it wouldn't even matter, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
it
think
wouldn't matter.
Connor was.
I know it wouldn't matter, but like with the fight, you know, when it comes to boxing, don't you have to be the same weight, or are they just not? That's not going to be a thing when it comes to them fighting if they fight.
I don't think it'll be a thing because Logan's way too big to drop down below like 190, and Floyd's too small to go up 190. He's just a small man. But
Yeah.
Floyd would probably go on whatever weight he wants, and then they're probably gonna be like, "All right, Logan, don't get too big," probably or some shit. I don't know. But either way, he would whip his ass. He could be 100 pounds lighter, he'd still whip his ass. But
Yeah, probably.
yeah, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
Light.
He could be 120 and Logan could be 220. He'll still beat the shit out of
He'll
him.
knock him out with one leg.
Yeah. Size doesn't matter. I've seen some small guys whip the shit out of big guys. I've seen it myself. I remember actual story. I was with my friend. Like he's a Golden Gloves champion, like Arizona, I think, from Arizona. And we were at like not a bar because we're not old enough, but we're like some liquor place, and this one bigger guy.
You were at a bar. You're at a bar.
No, I was like, I don't condone underage drinking. Just kidding. But
Of course.
we were at a bar, and this big guy he probably had 100 pounds on him. His name is Alex. Like he's smaller than me. I'm like probably in the 160s. He's like in the 130s. But this guy was big as fuck, and was like, for some reason I don't know what Alex did, but pissed him off, and they ended up fighting. And he could have even touched Alex, and Alex beat the shit out of him. Like he doesn't hit as hard as the big guy did, but he would like evade and pop, and the guy's like, holy shit, and then he's like, hey, I'm done. He's like,
hey, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Alex was just popping him, and then after that, the guy bought him a drink. He's like, all right, man, you're tough as nails. I'll buy you a drink.
Hell yeah.
Bought him a drink.
That
So
just
you're in
shows.
it.
He's like, here, you beat my ass. Here's a drink.
Yeah, that's gonna be Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna
Oh,
be
really?
Logan's gonna be like, oh shit, and Floyd's like, pop, and then he's gonna move, pop. He's not gonna hit him. He's not gonna hit him at all. When you know how to box at that level, I mean, I don't mean my friend, but like it's Floyd's. It's like second nature to you. It's not even, you don't even have to think. Like his motions it's instinct at that point. When you've done it for so many years, boxing is instinctual. It's like all in. You don't even have to think. It's like muscle memory. It's like riding a bike. So Logan.
So how hard do you think Floyd will have to train before this to get like in fight shape?
I feel like he shouldn't take it seriously.
I think he'll train, knowing the type of guy he is. He trains for everyone, even though guys he knows he'll kill. He probably won't train as hard as he would for like a Pacquiao, though. He'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get in the bag, just get in shape, and then whip his ass. It's gonna be a joke. I think
He's gonna get it back. He'll put out a glove, do a little bit of shadow boxing, you know.
probably do a little. I'd say he'll work
Shadow
out.
boxing.
He'll work like 4 times a week, and that's it, which is nothing for him. He
Which
used
is
to
not
work
bad.
when he fought Pacquiao. He would train like twice a day, fucking weekly, and that's how he whipped Pacquiao's ass. But yeah, it's gonna be I really hope it doesn't happen. It's a joke to me. It's a fucking joke. Like that
Yeah,
guy,
I hope it doesn't happen.
I think any amateur Logan size that's a good one would beat him. Any amateur, not even pro. A good amateur that's his size would whip his ass, and that's not even a pro. But
He should try to fight Mike Tyson then.
oh fuck, he'd die. Mike would kill him.
Dude, Mike
But,
wouldn't fucking hold back.
Mike would probably knock him out right away.
He'd
Right
probably
away.
knock him out and then bite his ear off.
Yeah. Now, I think even in his old age, you'd be like, Logan Paul? What the fuck is that? But, oh, yeah, speaking of Mike Tyson, him versus Roy Jones. We talked about this in the other podcast, too. But
I broke my back.
I think a lot of guys...
I know.
a lot of people underestimate Roy Jones. Like people, the casual fans, they don't understand how good Roy was. He was #1 pound for pound on the planet in his prime. #1 pound for pound, better than all the greats at the time in the 90s. So Mike has his hands full, man. He has his hands
Isn't
full.
Roy Jones Jr. isn't he undefeated as well? Like with 41 knockouts, something like that.
He's not undefeated, but I think he was undefeated in a certain division. I forgot what. Yeah, like in his best division, he went up to heavyweight and he won a belt, but then he lost after that because he's not that big.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's not that. Yeah. He won like 3-4 different belts. He won like super heavy, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and then the next one, then heavyweight, and he won belts in all of them. He's a fucking monster. But in that fight, those guys are too prideful. I know they said that they're not going to knock each other out. They're going to try to. Those guys are too prideful not to. Mike's going to be trying to knock Roy's head off, and Roy too.
Even though they're not allowed to knock each other out now.
I mean, honestly, do you think they're going to be able to? They're going to be able to impose that rule on those two? It's not going to happen. I really doubt it.
Yeah.
Mike's going to be like, get the fuck out of here, and then try to knock him out. Like, as far as who wins, here's the thing: Mike hasn't fought in over 10 years. Roy fought. He's been fighting. He's still active, even in his older age. Even though Mike looks fucking awesome. Even though Mike looks great in the gym, that doesn't mean shit when you're fighting Roy Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win. It could go either way. Honestly. Roy could beat.
Pulling for Mike, but I want to see this one now. This one, I don't know.
I like Mike too. I hope Mike wins, but Roy could win easily. Not easily. Yeah. He could very well win though. Roy's better.
They're older.
Yeah.
So that's gonna play a factor.
Mike's definitely gonna have more power. That's clear as day. Roy's the better defensive.
He's always had it.
Yeah. He has more power than Roy, no question. But Roy has better defense. He's more defensive, like defensively more sound than Mike. Because Mike didn't even really need defense. He just knocked everybody the fuck out. Unless he's fighting Holyfield or Lennox Lewis, who beat him. But yeah, that's that. Lennox is a fucking beast. But that's sports, guys. So let's see how far we're in. 54 minutes into. So I'm gonna put a timestamp. That's when you skip if you don't give a fuck about any of the sports we just talked about. But Now we're on current events. Okay, I had to bring this up. Yeah, political. I asked Leah this, so I guess we have to ask Niko.
Oh shit.
It's all great. You're on
what
the hot seat.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still opinion based, but what do you think about Black Lives Matter today? Like, what do you think about everything just that you see? Is it like,
man, working with, with my job, I work with law enforcement a lot, and I work
oh, that's right.
pretty closely, and I form a relationship with these officers, and I think to say that all cops are bad is a really interesting statement, but I think if you take a step back and look at it as like all cops are bastardized, and
exactly.
For me, it's stupid to think that all cops are bad and that
exactly
all cops are part of the systemic racism, but the proof is in the pudding, and I'm gonna stand by Black Lives Matter till either I'm buried 6 feet under or until justice, man. I think what's gone on is too much for anybody, especially for me, to take a backseat approach to be like, oh well, it'll just handle itself out.
Yeah.
And again, not all cops are bad. I'm sure your auntie who's a cop or your dad who used to be a cop before he retired, I'm sure they're good cops. But I can't sit here and not know that there's a problem. There's obviously a problem.
Do you think it's let me ask you this: do you think in the George Floyd case, do you think justice was served there, like the way
No.
What do you think should have happened to the guy that did what he did to whatever the cop guy, Derek or some shit, Derek Chauvin or whatever his name was?
Derek Chauvin. I think he deserves life in prison for sure.
Life in prison, yeah. So
you think he should spend the rest of his life in jail?
I agree with that, but So do you think he should have been more punished, like more than what he had? More than what did he get, like second degree or some shit like that? Something like that. Second degree murder.
I think he's still in.
I think first, yeah.
First degree murder, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 25 to life, depending on the severity and the number of people you kill.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like settled yet, right? I don't believe so. Or is it?
It's not. No, it's still in debate. So there's a probability, a statistical chance that Officer Derek Chauvin, a cold-blooded killer, could walk the streets tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I read about that too. Yeah, for some reason they I don't even know like the specifics, but yeah, I read that too. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that either. That specific case, he deserves life. I agree with that. And I think
that's crazy. That shit happened months ago too, and it's still being talked about.
I guess another question is: do you think it's the cop problem that Black Lives Matter claim? Do you think it's like systemic? Like it's
Yeah. So I think it. So I really am, I don't know, I guess an advocate or not like a professional about this, but I really am adamantly passionate about education for anybody. And that's whether you're in college, whether you're in high school, any point in life. Yeah. I think education is the golden ticket to success in life. And I think
I agree.
The reason why these kinds of things are happening is because, the requirements to be a cop are literally just a 3-month training program.
I agree with that.
With that 3-month training program, you have basically the license to kill.
Exactly. I think I agree.
That's what I've been saying. There should be more when it comes to the training.
So do you think that we asked Leah this? So you think the defund the police is this a really doesn't make any sense to defund the police because that would lower standards. That would make less money for resources to train cops better.
Yeah.
So do you agree with defunding police or not?
I do agree with defunding the police. I think
really,
I think the problems that come from crime. Again, this is part of my whole passion. I think the problems that come from crime can be fixed with education. So instead of having
more money for like that. Okay.
Having someone to fix the problem, I think it's more expensive, and obviously it's costing us Black lives to have cops around. But what if we can eliminate the problem at the root? What if we can, teach men to not do these things? What if we can teach people that they don't have to kill people? What if we can teach people not to rape? What if we can teach people not to kidnap? What if we can teach people to do all these things instead of having to have somebody there to respond when it does happen? Now, obviously, you're not going to stop everybody. But for me, I think the biggest thing is just, again, education, man. I think until the problem can be fixed, and until we are certain that the police force will no longer take a man's life or a woman's life innocently for no reason, and until the people can walk around in Kenosha and kill 9 people and get assistance by the cops. Until I know that, I don't think I don't think there's a problem, and I think we should get rid of it.
Let me see. What was I gonna ask you?
How long is cop training usually, like, to become a cop?
It's
3
not
months.
enough. Not enough.
Not
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
But
I don't agree with defunding the police, because by defunding the police and their paychecks and stuff, you're gonna have more corrupted cops than there already are, or whatever. That's why I think they should put more money in for their training to make sure they know what they're doing. They should have more advisor cops, like to watch other cops of what they're doing. They should specifically train them, not meant to kill as the first result. I think they should train them to learn how
I'm
to
down
control
for that.
better.
Exactly.
That's why I think it would be better.
I think that is.
So you think to
individual thing,
just to make your stance clear? So you think police should be defunded?
I do think police should be defunded until they put more of an emphasis on what the problems are, and I think that it's important to, honestly, I think the solution to this whole problem, if obviously we're not going to be able to defund the police. I think it's silly to say.
I don't think it's possible.
That it's possible, but what I think should happen is make police a higher priority job. So don't make it that I can apply to go to the cop training right now.
Yeah.
Make it so that I have to have some kind of degree that understands behaviors, that understands human nature.
Yeah, that.
Another thing is, I think what they should do is they should make it more punishable. Not punishable per se, but like you'll get in more trouble if you're fucking up as being a law enforcement. Because a law enforcement, you have responsibilities. That's not a job you're gonna fuck around. It's not a 9 to 5 job that you can fucking doze off or do whatever you want. No, this is a job where you actually have to watch out over people, protect the city. That's the whole point of being a police officer, is to protect the city, so you don't have to respond to like crimes if it's impossible to have no crimes. That's why the police are here.
Of course.
But they need to get more in trouble if they fuck up. So they could be on their shit about most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
More accountability, exactly.
Yeah, they need to be held more accountable.
My point of view about I don't think they should be defunded, because, like you said, standards should be heightened, and it should be hard to be a cop. I agree with that, but I think defunding would do the opposite. It'd make it easier. There'd be less money, so that means less resources for like psychological evaluations, training methods. It'd be like shittier training with less money, things like that. So I think it would do the opposite. I don't think it would help the problem that Black Lives Matter claims. So to me, it's like it's contradicting like the goal that they're trying to achieve, which is better cops, less unjustly killings. So I don't think defunding them would.
They could do better background checks on some police officers.
More money.
Background checks.
Means, and I know it's not all about money either. I know you need better people, but psychological evaluations is key to that. I think if you're like someone that has a high temper, you shouldn't be allowed. Maybe they have like 100 questionnaires or something like that. Like
anger management issues too.
Yeah, like reform the police, not defund them, because the ability to reform will be decreased, and it's going to be worse. It's going to be shittier cops. Like this guy had I had 6 hours of gun training, and now I have a gun and I could shoot whenever I feel like it. I'm like, that's not okay, man. You need years of training before.
You should have like a specific amount of years in training and stuff.
And that's why I think defunding would be not beneficial but harmful to Black Lives Matter. And as far as just like the problem, like what they say, I think we can all agree bad apples, you can't help bad apples, right? Like there's always going to be a bad cop. No matter what, there's always going to be a bad cop.
We live in a world full of different individuals that go through different things or whatever. Whatever they're
you can't stop. Up in the head, no matter how high, no matter how standards are, is you'll never stop a bad apple. There'll always be a bad cop. And as far as that,
there's always one.
There's always one. Yeah, like that asshole that killed George Floyd. But the thing is, I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think. Me personally, I think they use anecdotes like George Floyd, which is awful. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, like it's not what it is everywhere. It's just not. Most cops are good people, and most of them, and I think it's. But like I said, they should reform. They should make standards higher. As far as like you said, you made a good point with the crime. Like they should stop the crime by investing more in education and things like that. But we also got to see, and this isn't just a race thing. I know. Environment plays a factor, not just race, is culture. Because let's be honest, in the hood, not just blacks. I mean, Mexicans, whites, blacks. When you're in that kind of environment, I'm not. This is just the truth. Being a criminal is glorified. I mean, everyone's in a gang. It's glorified. You're loyal to your gang. All races. I don't mean just black. No, this is. So I think that's cultural. Money won't fix that. The only thing that will fix that is parenting, and us fixing the problem that money can't fix. So that's my point of view. I think it's more cultural. It's not all just money, but money will definitely hurt if you take money away from police because reform will be worse. That's just my opinion on the whole problem. So
Yeah.
Black Lives
So
Matter.
I think that's a fair point, but I'll give you an example that's kind of similar, but still not at all in the same alley. When COVID-19, when the breakout first started, you noticed how the country kind of shut down for a second, and it was cool to see that we took steps towards fixing it. So we made everyone wear masks, and we still had everything open. Public places were still open. You had to be 6 feet. You had measures in place to protect citizens.
Yeah.
And then over time you kind of saw that regardless of whether the measures were in place,
people just wouldn't listen.
People wouldn't listen, right?
Right. Yeah.
So in response to that, the country was like, all right, bet. Like if we give you the guidelines and you're still gonna break them, then we're just gonna shut everything down.
Right.
So for a long time, the country was shut down.
Right.
And you notice that there's a significant drop in the cases. Now, obviously, everything's opening back up, and the cases are skyrocketing again. And the U.S. is going towards 1 million children who have coronavirus cases, and that's terrible, right?
Yeah.
So the whole defund the police thing it's not necessarily like we give up, right? There have been measures to hold cops accountable, and I think that the Black Lives Matter movement is not it's not just we're all mad at cops because they did this. It's like we've been asking for such a long time. There is no peace. There has been no peace since the slave day. There's been absolutely no peace, and for me. It just boils down to no matter how reformed it is and what laws the U.S. puts in place, the bad apples are still going to have their way. So I think at a certain point you have to just cut the cord. Just cut it off for just a second and invest more and more and more.
Okay. So you're saying defund the police for a certain amount of time?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Are you saying defund the police for a temporary time?
I think until it's fixed, until we are certain that all the bad apples are gone, until we're certain.
Well, okay, but what if it brings out more bad apples?
If it brings out more bad apples, then we'll cut it off again, man. I don't know what to say until I'm certain that a black man can walk in the street alone at night and not get murdered for no reason. Until I know that a cop can sleep in her own bed and not get shot to death by other cops for no reason, unarmed. Until I know that for certain, I'm not going to work with a cop. I'm not going to talk to a cop. I'm not going to do anything for a cop because they do not have my back, and I don't need to have theirs.
Okay. So just to get your stance, I think I know what you're saying. So you're saying we should defund them, and the money we used for a temporary amount of time to see if it worked, something changes, and then that money should go to like you said, like education to
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Money.
Yeah, and so I guess my response to that would be, like you said. So do you think there's a major problem with cops just killing innocent people, like specifically, obviously, minorities,
people of color?
Okay, so what if I tell you this, and I don't know the exact number, the exact statistic, but I know I'm in the range. If you can look it up, anyone watching, you can look it up. And I'm not using Fox or fucking Washington Post. I saw a video from a guy. I don't know if you guys, Steven Crowder. He's right wing, but he uses unbiased sources. Like Department of Justice. We can agree that's unbiased, right? Because that's not affiliated with right or left. Department of Justice, the FBI, stuff like that. So I forgot what year he used exactly, but I know it's within 3 to 5 years. So 2014, 15 to 20, he saw a statistic of unjust black killings, and it was no more than, I believe, like he said, I think the number exactly he said it was 12, but I'm not exactly sure. And that more whites were killed unjustly than blacks by cops. And I know unjustly is subjective, but I think I'll trust the Department of Justice or the FBI over fucking CNN or Fox News, which is the right wing. So what do you think about
Yeah, I don't like
that statistic?
So I think that makes sense because there is a significantly larger portion of white Americans that live in the United States compared to black people. On this projection, it says that there's about 49% of Americans that are white Americans, 24% that say that the U.S. is comprised of Hispanic Americans,
right,
and 13% is Black Americans. So if you take that statistic, I'm not sure what those numbers exactly mean, but if one group is comprised of 49% of a population of a nation, right?
Yeah, they're more. Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be more for that respective race. Now, if you compare the numbers side by side, and you say, let's say 100 white people were killed unjustly, right? That's 100 people out of maybe 100 trillion people.
Right.
Now, if you look at the black number, let's say 50 people were killed. That's 50 people out of 75, 80 people. So you take that number and yes, by raw numbers.
Right, I see what you're saying.
More white people have been killed. 100%. I agree with you because that's not because white people are more prejudiced, more looked at. That's because there is just more white people available. And that means whatever the number, I don't even care what the number is. There's more white people in the U.S. than there is black people. So if black people are anywhere close to the number of white people that are getting killed, and there's significantly more white people, that's about 49 minus 13.
You go by the percentage.
I see what you're
saying. By the percentage. So yes, more white people have been killed, but that's by sheer mass.
No, I mean I'm saying like because of like so like there's only like let's say. Okay, there's more white people than there are black people. So if you could combine the percentages of like which one gets killed more within their numbers range, more black people would be killed at. Is that what you're trying to say?
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but the percentage is higher towards.
To counteract that though, like first, the number of whites killed is more than blacks, and but there's more whites in the country. But to counteract that, although blacks are only around like you said, 13%. According to, I think it was the FBI. I
think I've seen that somewhere.
45 to 50% of all crime. This is all crime is done by black people. So that has to be taken into consideration. So whites make up the most crime, I think, and that makes sense because most people in this country are white. But 13% are only blacks, and they commit a disproportionately greater amount of crimes, and they're killed less. So if the numbers, it still doesn't show prejudice to blacks, and that's just my view. It doesn't show prejudice.
That's because black people are convicted more often because white people are let off the hook.
Well, I guess we would have to see stats on that, but there is some
for that. But if
there is some laws.
A lot more.
There is some laws. I agree that blacks like the cocaine one. Like even though if like a black person has less, they get more jail time than like a white. That's unfair. I agree with that. But
or with marijuana too.
The court. To counteract that, you said that blacks are more like wrongfully convicted than whites.
I'm not saying wrongfully convicted. I'm saying convicted in general.
More convicted, yeah. I guess to counteract that, blacks do commit more violent crimes, to be fair, though, like percentage-wise. And that's like of all crime. I'm not saying like they're respectful populations. So there's that. And, I mean, it depends from court to court. That's separate from the cops. Cops don't have control over that. But, yeah, I know you say the law system. To me, there's just no prejudice. If anything, and this is because of Black Lives Matter, blacks are more – a black cop is more hesitant to kill a black person these days. They're like, oh, fuck, if I kill him, it's over, man. My life's done. If a white guy's like, okay, this guy's committing a crime, but I could be a little more forceful because I'm not going to get shit for it. So that's also something that would make them less prejudiced. It'd make them more scared to do their job because they don't want to get shit on by Twitter and all this other shit. So that's my stance on it. I think
it's safe to say that we should agree to disagree, my brother.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
but we could have some common ground here. We all agree.
we
on
all
that.
agree that the cops should to do their job. We agree with that. All of us do.
Yeah,
and we
they
agree.
do their job,
And
See,
we
why
agree
can't-
fix the
can't
racism
debates-
problem that's
yeah.
going on.
exactly.
Why can't debates be more like that?
Yeah,
Just agree to
We
disagree.
all
Instead of
we all
one
want,
just
like,
calling the
we
other
all
a piece
want-
of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nico, and this is okay. I could tell you off air who I wanted to invite on here, but if I were invited them on here and it wasn't you, they would probably insult me with my stance. They'd be like, "You're a fucking racist piece of shit." I'm like, "No, I just have a different stance." But yeah, there are some people that
I
we're thinking of inviting that do that.
I think politically for me, it's like something that frustrates me so much. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, if you can tell, by how passionately I was speaking about this,
Yes.
I am a little bit more left leaning.
Yeah, of course.
One of my biggest problems in politics in general is that it's so much like party over
I agree.
principle.
I agree.
Like
Completely.
it's like, oh, if you don't say that, if you think that you're Republican and you don't agree with this, and this, then you're not even Republican and we hate you, right?
Exactly.
And it's the exact same way with the Democrats. It's the exact same thing. It's like, oh, if you aren't pro-life, anti-gun, anti-this, anti-that, anti-Trump, and if you even slightly don't agree with everything I say, then you're just as bad as them. It's like, fuck, dude. It's like, damn, like trust me, I think
is divided.
Yeah.
I think some of the things you have said, maybe I disagree with, but that doesn't change who I know you are as a person. I mean, we disagree,
Yeah.
but it's just like saying, oh yeah, my favorite flavor is vanilla and your favorite flavor is ice cream or is chocolate for ice cream. It's like, no, that doesn't make you a different person. I just like vanilla and you just like ice cream. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
You can have your
you guys might
chocolate
have
and
your-
I can have my vanilla. Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, no, but you guys might have your disagreements, but the whole point is you both like ice cream. Might like different flavors, but you're both going for the
There's
same
always
thing.
common ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
And-
common ground. You
and
both want the same thing.
reason-
We have the common goal.
I feel like
We just have different methods on how we want that.
Yeah, I feel like
Exactly.
politics is like more. It's not even about your principles. It's like tribalism. Like you're either on one
Yeah.
side or the other. Like, and if you're
Yeah.
on the other
That's
side,
That's an excellent word.
Fixed.
yeah.
And that's why I hate politics sometimes is they force you to support like them. Like
Yeah,
come
they-
to
like-
our side.
And
What
if you
I'm trying
don't,
to do. You go ahead.
oh, yeah, if you don't support them, they insult you. There is no
Yeah.
political discourse. It's like you're a racist piece of shit. I don't want to talk to you. I want to see you again. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I know exactly. Thing is,
you
I'm trying to
you
be
wanted
like,
to have this debate.
Yeah, like
yeah.
it
Yeah,
makes
see,
no
I'm
sense.
trying to be neutral. I think because both sides have the wrongs and the rights. But a lot of people don't take any consideration from the other side. They only take one side.
Yeah.
Like you said, like tribalism. It's us or it's either us or you get it killed.
Right. Yeah.
It's like fuck the other people. But I think we should try to be more understanding from all points of view. Well, why do you think this? Maybe we could do something common ground.
Like
work
you mean
together,
like be a little
you know?
bit more open?
Yeah, be more open. Try to neutralize it. I'm using weird words, but try to be neutral within the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because we were saying, some people are just leftist, right? Whatever, just separating. But
Uh-huh.
if we try to come together in a way and try to figure out things from both ends, you might be able to find something that could work a lot better with both of your point of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like politics. It's you either one side or the
But
other.
politics
And
is just.
Like I don't know a lot about
It needs
politics,
to be
so I hear
fixed.
from you guys to learn
yeah.
about it.
Like the left.
I'm trying to learn more. That's my whole point. I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to understand from every single side, so I can be like, okay, well, what do I think? What can I come up with? All
But it's
these,
just like
different
some of these
opinions,
people out here just make it so hard just to
You
listen
can't.
because
Yeah.
they're so
You can't talk to them. You can't talk to them. And so
Yeah,
on the right side, on the left side, if you don't agree with them, you're fucking racist, rapist, bootlicker, cop,
You're
bootlicking,
fascist.
or
You're
fascist.
Exactly.
I'm like, do you even know what a
Like,
fascist
Jiminy
is? You don't know what a
But
fascist
Jiminy
is?
Christmas, man. Like,
and if
I
you
think
support the right side,
Yeah, if you're not on the right side, you're a fucking dumb,
Communist.
emotional,
You're a communist,
social
liberal,
justice warrior. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I see people saying,
A hippie.
I see people saying,
Yeah.
if you vote for
Yeah.
Trump, you're an instant rapist, sexist, and all this shit. It's like, oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, like
Come
right
on.
and left. I don't agree with either side of that. Whenever I get into like a discussion with anyone on this is not me like shitting on the left because obviously you're respectful, but I've been on on Facebook, almost everyone I've ever tried to have a debate with, this calls me a fucking racist piece of shit, and then they leave it at that. And I've seen on the other side, left's trying to argue with right or the right's like, you're stupid, you're fucking below me, you're dumb, you're over emotional. I'm like, dude, that's not okay either, man.
This is why
Yeah,
I'd rather do sports debates than other shit.
That's why, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I am super, left leaning, but
Right.
there's nothing on earth I hate more than than a liberal like gatekeeping, saying like, oh, like, no, you're not, Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll explain what I mean. So I am pretty pro gun.
Right.
I think
me
guns
too.
are cool. Like, I think I think you should if you have a home,
Yeah,
should protect it with a firearm, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But if
do you
I
agree
tell
about background
that to,
checks? Like
Oh,
having
100%.
background checks?
Yeah, I agree completely. Also, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a problem with people owning weapons that are, a little bit too
I
much
think
to
there's
defend
always
your
gonna be
house
a
with,
problem.
right?
Right.
You're
Yeah.
always gonna get a gun.
But it's like, dude, like, I can't talk to anybody about it without being like, oh, fuck,
Exactly.
dude. Like,
Exactly.
listen,
Exactly.
if
And have your
if
own
you-
opinion.
if you like made it easier to disagree with you,
Right.
I'm 100% certain that more people will be open-minded and being like, you know what,
Exactly.
I don't agree, but let me just hear what you're saying for a second.
Right.
Exactly.
So like,
Yeah.
and
Just
that's
like a
with
debate,
anything, bro.
Yeah.
See, people don't
Exactly.
understand the difference between a debate and an argument. A debate is where you both share your comments of what you think, what you believe, and at the end you try to have some common ground, what you both think, and whatever, you have your separate ways.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, exactly,
everyone else is just like, oh, if you don't agree with me, well then fuck you, you should die. It's like, what the hell?
I know, like,
Exactly, bro.
division, I feel like, and this is what I noticed ever since the Trump-Hillary campaign, like ever since then, politics has been shit fucking hell, like, for people to talk about. Even before, like, with Obama, Mitt Romney, I never saw that level of hostility between political parties ever. And for some reason, Trump and Clinton just started a storm. I really don't know why. Trump is a controversial person. Clinton is obviously the first woman president in feminism and all that. So I guess that makes sense why it started such a two-party war, fucking war between two political parties. It's fucking crazy. I wish it would have. It's still the way it used to be, where it was peaceful. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm just tired of seeing that, and it happening to me too, since I'm obviously not on the left side. But to me, when it comes to establishing like viewpoints, yeah, I mean, I'm on the right wing. That's a label, but I try to use John left, but I use facts. I try to use facts to build up my viewpoints. Like, and like you do too. I see you had your facts also. You gotta people use just emotion. All you use is emotion. Like, they don't go any further than that. They see a video of something happening that they don't like. Them, like, oh shit, all cops are like that, or whatever it is. If it's someone killing a white guy killing a black guy, it's like, oh god, all whites are fucking racist. I'm like, dude, you gotta look at the facts. Like,
thing is, like, yeah, I get that. People have their emotions and what you feel. And I'm not saying that it's wrong exactly, but when it comes to like politics and religion, you need to learn to put that to a side and actually come with actual facts. So like besides of how you feel exactly, you know what I mean? Because some people are like, they get too emotional about it. They say things they don't mean, or they're just because they're mad. So they're doing something that doesn't really have any effect. But if you try to be actually logical about it and actually think about it and come up with something that's related to what's going on, and that's perfect. But people are just kind of very, very emotional when it comes to religion and politics,
Yeah, overall, I think to sum up politics, everyone should be more logical. I mean, it's impossible not to be emotional, but it can cloud your judgment, and you can end up with be logically inconsistent when you like favor one side over the other, even though they're both wrong, or logical fallacy. Like, it's not okay to do something like that. Like, that's just I think everyone should be respectful, like, no matter what side you're on.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
exactly.
Honestly, be considerate.
Be considerate and be.
Exactly, yeah.
If you don't find any middle ground, then you just meet at the middle. Say, all right, we agree, disagree. That's it. Don't call each other a piece of shit or anything like that. But I mean, that is what it is.
Exactly how wars start.
Yeah, that's how wars start in the real world. But I guess moving on from politics, this is another current event, and I just noticed this happening from Hollywood to YouTube to politicians. I call it the pedophilia pandemic. Yeah, that's what I call it. I don't know why why I don't understand why pedophilia is so prevalent in
Are you talking about the
celebrities.
pedophilia movement? Like,
Well,
are you
that I
talking
guess
about
that I
like?
guess that's
Oh,
another thing
never.
too. That's another
Oh
thing.
yeah,
But
because okay, like it's a little separate, but there's a thing going on, Nico, where pedophile, like, cause I think it's because of all these movements going on, they're trying to come up to, but a group of pedophiles are trying to make it a movement saying it's okay to be fucking underage kids and shit,
yeah,
which I do not agree with.
That's fucking disgusting.
that's
It is
disgusting.
disgusting.
And like you
You know.
see from
And see
videos
what
of
they're doing too. They're trying to highlight, come out of nowhere with all this bullshit while
yeah
whatever's going on already. But
from Jeffrey Epstein to Shane Dawson to fucking uh, Prince Andrews who went to Epstein's Island. Like there's all these pedophiles over. I'm like, why is this such a thing? Like, why do famous people?
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why is it so prevalent in that one? I wouldn't say prevalent because that means everyone, not
like,
everyone, but
yo,
it's
like
common.
if you're like a millionaire and all that shit, and you can get, like, let's say, any bitch you want or any guy you want, whatever, female, male, why would you go for underage kids knowing you're
Yeah.
gonna get in trouble? Honestly,
I don't
you
understand
really
that.
have that urge of wanting a little kid that bad, where you want to fucking risk it all?
Like the
that's
Jeffrey
some bullshit.
Jeffrey Epstein's probably the craziest story. Like I'm sure we've probably all seen. I don't know if we've seen the documentary, but he was so obsessed with it that he built a fucking empire revolved around pedophilia. He had like an island. He had a fucking
Yeah.
plane to drive them out or to fly them out. He had a little room. He had like a setup for every single girl. He had a system that if you don't want to do this with me, little girl, go get more little girls. I'll pay you for that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He had like
Had his girlfriend involved.
he had like a tree of like 2 girls. They get those girls. They get those girls. He had like an empire. I'm like, dude. And then he would invite famous people. I don't know if they're all pedophiles. I'm sure not all of them were, but I know some of them
Yeah,
were.
I'm sure not all of them are.
Like Prince Andrews, that motherfucker. There's videos of him, so that motherfucker's a pedophile. I just don't understand what's the
What's going on in their brains?
the aura. Why they so driven to be pedophiles? I don't understand it. I don't get
I
it.
feel like it's just okay. Like I'm not trying to be like graphic or whatever. I feel like it's just so much easier to just beat your meat and call it a day, man. Like it's
Exactly.
just so much easier.
It's so much
Like,
easier.
you avoid
Exactly.
so many
Nut and
problems.
go.
You avoid like
Exactly.
the future generations. It's like it's so much easier to just spank the chicken and call it a night. Bro. Like come on,
Exactly. Dude, just bust some dust and leave. Leave no muss.
Just fucking, stimulate the 3-piece and call it a night. That's it.
Get that post-nut clarity.
Oh yeah, post nut clarity.
Oh yeah, post nut, dude. Deal with your post nut and leave.
I feel people.
post nut clarity. Great.
That's real. That's a real thing. But
It's a real thing.
I feel like if I had to break down Jeffrey Epstein, I feel like
Piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, and to break down his psyche, I feel like his mindset. I feel like he was such a powerful man that it got to his head to the point where he couldn't be touched, that he could hide it, and he was so confident that he had a fucking island of pedophile island. That's what I call it.
Did you see like the videos of him denying it straight up? He's like, I never did this.
Total drama pedophilic
Yeah.
island.
He was so confident, and I feel like people in power that are fucking, I don't know what to call their mindsets of pedophiles, fucking perversion. I don't know what to call it, but
I mean, you deserve to get your fucking skulls crushed in with a baseball bat.
yeah,
So.
I like something psychological just has to happen for them to be.
Here's the thing, bro. I think Epstein was, fucking kids with like people like in power. So like,
Right.
Political people, like government officials, and I think the reason why, he quote unquote killed himself was
Quote unquote,
because,
yeah, it's bullshit.
Quote unquote, right there, yeah.
He knew stuff that would have, jeopardized the integrity of a political figure or somebody maybe running for governor or president,
Right.
or a member of the UN, that if word gets up that this person is a part of it,
Right.
next thing you know, people are like, oh, this fucking sick fuck, that's running for president is also doing this. Like, what the
Right.
hell is wrong with that guy?
Uh-huh.
And I think just for that reason, it's probably it's that's why we don't know anything. All we know is celebrities, because the FBI is fighting their ass trying to cover up all the big figureheads in the
Right.
U.S. government.
To keep talking about that. What was I gonna say? I feel like. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Fucking pedophilia. Yeah, pedophilia is just. I feel like, when I watched the documentary, there's some weird shit in Epstein's house. Like, he had a picture of fucking Bill Clinton in like a dress or some shit. Like some really weird shit. I don't know. Like, it's like these people, like the true meaning of sexuality, like they twist it into this fucking like monster thing.
This one
you know?
shit had me so mad. Like the prince of England or something like that was involved with it.
Prince Andrews, yeah.
Prince, he goes, "That's not me." Like, he had the picture with one of the girls.
Oh yeah.
He was clearly in it. He goes, "That's not me in there." And
I'm
I'm like,
dude,
bro, that's obviously
your
you.
face, motherfucker. Who is it? Yeah, like at least man up, dude.
He straight up looked at the picture and he goes, "No, yeah, that's not me. I wasn't there that night."
That's so
like, what?
That's so fucking dumb.
I'm like, dude.
That's like having his hand in the cookie jar.
That video that goes, "Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Dude, that's insane.
Yo,
he got caught.
I feel like that documentary showed the dark. I call it the dark web of Hollywood. That's the dark web, man. Fuck, pedophilia.
Pretty much exposed Hollywood right there.
Yeah, it's the real
and politicians. I mean,
the real Hollywood, man. The real famous world. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess moving on from that, this is something else. I call it a current event because of just what I've seen personally. This for some reason, this is the year of the female artist for 2020. If you notice, like artists like music. If you notice, like, have you even heard a really big hit by a male artist? I haven't. Not really. Not on the scale of Cardi B, WAP, or Ariana Grande's shit with Miley Cyrus, like or Lady Gaga, whoever. It's just been the year of the female artist. You know, it's been like girl power, man. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy.
They're just gonna be hits, from my opinion, that they're gonna be remembered from like a year from now, but not for a long time.
Yeah, it's not like all-time great songs.
Okay, so I got a question. Do you think this is revolutionary for, I guess, the female side or like feminist or whatever?
I feel like this year for sure was, man. It's been a huge year for them.
Yeah.
Cardi
right
B.
now.
Also, it's because how do you also feel? Because you know how you're saying like Cardi B is talking about women's empowerment.
Oh yeah.
Then she comes out with WAP.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, it's not female empowerment, man. But
I mean, it's whatever.
I don't give a shit, but I'm just saying, don't lie. That's not what it is.
Don't lie.
But this has
don't lie to my face.
I'm like you're talking about female empowerment, but all you're promoting is your body.
Talking about wiggling that thing in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, listen, bro. That song's great. I don't need to hear you say that, bro. Come on. Don't get called lacking, my boy.
Hey, that was quote unquote. All right, I was just quoting what lyrics from
my boy. That was a little sus. That was a little sus. A little sus.
All right, you looking a little sus. All right, you calm down. But yeah, I saw you look at me through this damn screen. Stop looking at your lips over there.
But yeah, it's just been the year of the...
I think that's the thing about it too. Like, there's no way you knew that lyric from your heart, so you had to look it up. You did.
I heard the song, man. I mean, not the whole song, but I hear it. Fucking everyone playing it.
Every girl on TikTok, they like quote that line, and they're like, they do it themselves. I'm like,
it's common, dude. If you don't know it, I'm kind of surprised because that song is literally out there. Everyone's singing it. Well, every girl's singing it.
It's a hit, all right, but it's not a record. Like a record.
It's not on my playlist, all right? Okay.
It's not a record.
It's not on my fucking.
Like what I mean is like for like a record, you're gonna be hearing that for years, years later. A hit, you're just gonna hear it for a little while and then it's gonna go away.
I call music. There's two types of songs. There's the ones that are big because of recency bias, and there's ones that are fucking hits because they're all-time greats. Like,
excellent word. Yeah. That was a beautiful word.
Yeah. Like recency bias for y'all. I know we understand, but the people that don't, it's basically shit that's new to the ear. You're like, oh shit, this is a shit, and then after like a few months, you're like, it's whatever. But like a hit, like Tupac's kind of music, or Biggie, or some of Drake's songs, or Kendrick songs.
Ice Cube,
that
50
shit.
Cent,
There's more than just Beethoven. I'm just kidding. But but there's more than just the sound, the beat. It's like a deeper. The songs with deeper meaning that are also a slapper. That shit lasts forever. Like Tupac songs, Biggie's Juice song, Drake Start from the Bottom song. Like there's more meaning.
For God's sakes, people are still playing Zapp and Roger.
Yeah, like
more bounce to the ounce.
Wu-Tang's old music, that's just still the shit to this day. That's a hit. That's not recency bias because that shit was like 20 years ago. But shit
those people you mentioned, they have records.
Records, exactly. And not to disrespect Cardi B, but WAP's it's all recency bias. It's a trend on TikTok. It's a trend on Facebook, and it'll be over in a few months. No one's gonna give a shit. not about Cardi, but about that song, Bodak Yellow. That one might be a little bit more higher on the list of her best songs. But honestly, there was
That's for
recency
sure a
bias.
hit.
Yeah.
That was a hit. Ariana Grande, her songs, some of them are hits for women, and some of them are just recency bias. That's the music world. But this year's it's been the year of the female artists, man. It's like a lot of hits, not hits, but recency bias hits. Ones that like are the shit right now. Like,
I mean, there are some, some guys over on the Billboard Hot 100.
there's a few dudes.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Cardi B is on, and Megan Thee Stallion are still on top with
They're
WAP.
killing it, yeah.
Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake is number 3.
Yeah, he killed it.
Rockstar by DaBaby and Roddy Ricch.
Oh, that was a good song.
Long ass
Yeah.
time
That was a
ago.
good song.
Is still at number 4? So I mean, it's not necessarily just
Not-
female artists,
not-
but
not
I think for
necessarily, yeah.
sure it I think of the things that have been viral and gone crazy on the internet.
Yeah, it's been women.
I think women this year is
They took-
really flourishing, dude. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
they definitely flourished this year. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as far as like the upcoming artists that I think are gonna make hits or already have, I feel like what's his name, DaBaby. He's pretty good. I mean, has he had any hits? I mean, he hasn't been around enough to know because we have to see a few years if his songs are still being played. But I think he has the potential to do so. Yeah, he has the potential to do it. I know this is a white rapper, but Jack Harlow.
Shout out Jack Harlow, man.
That guy's a beast. He's a
the goat
beast.
right now.
He's a beast right now, man. I like his music.
Another one of those artists that I'd say would have records. He's no longer with us. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It's Pop Smoke.
Yeah, he was a very unique,
There you go.
very unique sound. I liked his sound.
He brought over a sound that came from England to the U.S. and he made it poppin'.
It was really It was
So-
his song. Nipsey Hussle.
He was an artist.
I feel like
He was an artist.
Nipsey Hussle had a hit. With
Yeah, he's had it. No, he has.
Victory Lap.
Yeah.
That song is a hit. Grinding on My Life. That's a hit.
Last time that chick.
Yeah, last time that I checked is borderline a hit. But yeah, him, DaBaby, Jack Harlow, Roddy Ricch. He doesn't have as much potential as DaBaby does, but he's good. I like him.
Roddy Ricch is good.
He's good.
Yeah.
As far as women, I mean, we got Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. Obviously, she's been around a couple years now.
She's been on fire.
Ariana
She's been on
Grande.
fire recently.
Billie Eilish, bro. You're
Billie
not even
Eilish.
putting no
Oh, yeah,
respect on
Billie Eilish.
nobody.
I forgot about Billie
What
Eilish.
about
She's-
Lizzo? What
Yeah,
about
Lizzo. I
Dua
forgot-
Lipa?
Oh, Dua Lipa. She kills it every year. She always has
Doja
hits.
Cat? Come on now, son.
Yeah, I
No, we don't
forgot.
talk about Doja Cat here. All right.
Wait, what? Wait, for real?
Yeah. I don't. I'm just messing around.
But yeah, that's right.
I'll give it to
All those other women. Miley Cyrus dropped something, and her shit's kind of doing pretty well.
Wait, she's still making music?
I guess she did this year. She was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I watched it. I was like, fuck, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
I forgot she still existed.
yeah, she kind of disappeared for a long time. But yeah, I like Billie Eilish personally. I like her music.
She's got good music.
Slaps.
She has slaps, yeah. Dua Lipa, I like her music too.
Slap.
She has some slaps too. But yeah, it's just
She's like, when it comes to Billie Eilish, it seems like she's always trying to give off like a big message, you know? Like every
Yeah.
time she either sings or whatever she posts, it's always some type of message she's trying to give.
yeah, I like her.
noticed that.
She's talented.
Hmm.
She's a talented girl. But Dua Lipa, Lizzo, all of them. They're all. It's just been the year of the female, man, for sure. But
You're the female.
year of the female and Corona, and Corona. I'm just kidding. But another current event. Like, this isn't really current event. I guess this is a question. Will life ever be the same after quarantine, even when everything's open? Will life ever be back to what it was pre-Corona? I don't know. I feel like
Maybe, but probably people are gonna be more distant.
I feel like it's gonna have.
You know,
I think yes, but we're gonna learn how to wash our hands a little better.
I'm
Fucking hope so.
I'm predicting this is gonna have. I call it the 9/11 effect because pre 9/11, the borders were open. Like, you don't even need you could walk through the border back and forth. This obviously today it's completely different. Airports are different. Before you just get on the fucking plane, go to Saudi Arabia. Now it's security checks, passports, visas, check your luggage, check your body checks. I feel like Corona's gonna have like a 9/11 effect. Like something's just never gonna change.
Yeah.
It's never gonna go back to the way it was.
True.
Nothing was the same. Like Drake's album.
You know what? I
Nothing
can
was the
agree
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect way to sum up the society. But it's going to be all over the world, I feel like, especially the U.S. since we're so careful with the way we conduct things. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe distancing. If I had to guess what's going to be there forever, things are going to have to open because the economy will just fucking collapse if
Yeah.
we never open everything.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but as far as maybe they'll give the option of they'll make working from home a bigger option, maybe. Maybe so what's another thing they could do that
Yeah.
wouldn't affect their economy? Maybe distancing to a certain extent. Maybe not like fucking outside like right now, like restaurants, but maybe they'll make tables just more spaced out in general. Maybe they'll new guidelines. I feel like just like the 9/11 effect. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen because it was such an impact on not just the U.S. but the whole fucking world. So I hope China makes a fucking fix, man, because that shit is. They have literally crowds of people like bunched up walking. That's
Yeah.
not. That's not okay. It's not okay.
Well, right now, isn't the United States currently working on a cure? And it's not going to come
Yeah.
out till like later on.
Like
That's
here,
from like a
It's
month
gonna-
ago.
I think
Europe-
you talk about Corona.
Yeah.
Corona, yeah.
It's supposedly in its final stage, and it should be done within the end or the beginning of next year. But
Yeah, like-
I don't know.
I feel
There's
like
a
it-
vaccine coming out, but not a cure. I don't think you can cure.
Well, I think
a
that's
Oh
what
yeah,
it's
that's what you meant, right?
but-
You meant a vaccine. Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
in the.
vaccine. Yeah,
That's
vaccine.
what
Not
I'm
a cure.
talking about.
They're in the like.
I was like, damn, like a
Yeah.
cure? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
minutes.
Shit,
Fucking wish, man.
that would be
Man,
Be a
awesome.
better
it's a
place.
common cold, you know what I'm saying? It's-
Imagine that'd be insane.
Yes.
But
Speaking of Corona, I just been asking for one thing. Can they just open up the fucking Rex,
yeah, they
the
should.
rec
Man.
centers?
Sports are sports. You can't change sports,
Yeah.
man. Just let it happen. But
Put the
But,
damn hoop back on the fucking Imperial Beach basketball court.
Exactly. Thank you. I've been saying that for months.
I was gonna say, I heard from someone that's been to China. I think it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I forget what guest that he's been to China, and it literally consists of hundreds of thousands of people walking, mushed together with animals everywhere, like chickens everywhere. Like it's virus heaven. It's perfect place for a virus. It'll go from a bird to a rodent to a human, and that's how you get corona. That's how you get all this other shit. Like it's hell,
Yeah.
man. It's fucking virus heaven. That's perfect. China has to fix something, man. They have to like
Chinese virus.
make their
Like, I'm pretty sure.
cities
I'm pretty
bigger.
Sure all of us. I'm pretty sure all of us at one point had gotten the virus and we didn't know it.
Yeah,
But it
probably.
Well, okay.
went away.
Supposedly, everyone in their lifetime gets corona one time in their lifetime. It's kind of a common cold, but I feel like this version of corona is a little bit different. But I don't know.
This was like
'Cause it was before a common cold. Now
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
like
enhanced version.
what I wonder is why did the U.S. take such a fucking crazy like how would I say it? An extreme
Crazy
action?
measure?
Yeah, like an extreme measure.
At first, it's like when they first found out, like they didn't care.
yeah,
They're like, "Oh, just go on about your day." And then when it started happening here and more cases of it started coming, they shut everything down. Like
I
fast.
feel like they blew out of proportion because Corona,
Yeah.
the death rate isn't much different from fucking the regular flu. It's not like fucking AIDS or some shit or fucking Ebola. It's not like that. That you should close the whole fucking country down. But it's not on that. It's not even close to the.
God, AIDS are in the air.
Oh God, it's nothing close to that as far as like what it'll do to a human. Besides the vulnerable population, like old people and
Yeah.
sick people. But I feel like they went a little too extreme, and it really didn't make a difference because everyone got it anyways. Because no one's gonna pay attention. Like keep your mask on and don't go anywhere ever. Like no one's gonna pay attention to that.
I think about it. We've been inside our homes for like almost the entire
Yeah.
year of
And
2020
no
now.
one listens to that shit. You
Yeah.
can't. You would have to like shoot people down. Like do whatever. You're gonna die. Like that's the only way you're gonna make people do it. It's not gonna happen.
Shit. I'm just glad they reopened the pier for all night now.
Oh yeah.
Finally, but the only thing that would
True.
make people stay stuck in their houses is like Ebola or some shit. At that point,
Yeah.
you better shut everything down. Everyone's gonna fucking
Or
die.
if you have like a
Yeah.
kid or something. If
or
you
like
have like a kid.
you have like a grandma at home or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
Kids
should
are
have.
stronger. They have a stronger immune system.
Yeah, I feel like they should have trusted the people
They're
more.
trying to open up elementary schools and shit.
Yeah, I feel like they should have trusted the people more and never went so extreme with closing like every single fucking thing. Like, I feel like they should have trusted
I know.
people.
Even toilet paper was fucking hard to get. I can't believe that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? When toilet
Look,
paper
I
was
just-
a fucking hard to get thing.
I feel
Yeah.
like the world is
I
ending.
just hope
Can't take a shit
I
anymore.
just hope we never go
shit
through that
anymore,
shit
dude.
again.
I had to pick up the leaves in my backyard just to take a shit.
I don't get it. Why was toilet paper the thing? Wasn't it food
Listen,
or
bro,
water?
I do
what
want to play devil's advocate for just a second, though.
Mm.
Like, toilet paper is, great. It's crazy that it went
It's great.
shortage.
Yeah, that's
Or
crazy.
short,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
But,
Yeah.
so let me just paint a picture for you guys. if a bird shit on your face right now, right? Like let's say however it happened,
What
a
the
bird
fuck?
flew into where you guys are at and shit on your face. Or you were walking in the street and a bird shit on your face. Are you gonna be happy if somebody hands you a paper towel, or would you rather get water and wash your face off?
Paper towel first, huh?
Well,
What?
water, right?
I'm washing my face with water and I'm clearing my shit out. So what I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
trying to
oh.
say
Yeah, I was thinking like
is
wipe the part off and then like wash the rest off after. Like that's what I
what
was
I'm
thinking.
thinking is hashtag bidet gang. I never even freaked out about toilet paper because bidets are the way, the truth, and the light, and I've never felt cleaner in my life than when toilet paper went short.
Yeah, fucking.
I had
Just
I
a
had
little
stats
devil's
at
advocate
home
for that whole
before
toilet
this.
paper.
I'll just use paper. Fuck it. That's
I had stats at home before this, so before all that happened.
I'll
so.
use paper. I don't give a fuck. But I use
I
water.
use charger hats to wipe. No, I was kidding.
Just shower,
Yeah.
just shower after every shit, no
Yeah.
matter where you are.
Just like shower at the fucking the restaurant after you take a shit.
Oh,
Fucking-
if
How many
It's messy.
showers? It's like, damn, I had diarrhea today. I had fucking 16 showers today.
oh god, that was fucking hell. But I just thought that was crazy. The toilet paper, like you see all this food and no toilet paper. What the fuck?
I feel honestly, now that I think about it, I mean, I'm not trying to pull out any rash judgments or anything, but like, maybe do you think maybe that was kind of on purpose of the lack of toilet paper? Because there's no way that just toilet paper and like was just so overused.
I don't.
It's so
yeah, I
hard to
don't.
believe that.
I don't really. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Like,
toilet
there's no
paper is made at
fucking
a very
way.
fast rate. A very fast rate. It's kind of hard to. I mean, I get that places were shut down, but even then, toilet paper was
It's
still
like
open. making
faster than
toilet paper.
food, faster than shit. Every other thing went away.
No.
It was damn. I was
I
like,
It's
think,
like,
but
damn,
I
it's
think
like, no, I don't need to eat. I need to shit. I'm like, god damn. Okay.
think about it as like an average American though. Like, the average American has a full-time job, and is out of their house for a majority of the time, except for
Right.
weekend days, right? Or whenever their days off are, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's say you have a normal shit schedule. Is weird to talk about? Let's say you have a normal schedule of like 2 or 3 times a day, right? At least
Yeah.
2 of those times are going to be out of your house. So
Right,
once Corona happened and now everybody's stuck at home,
That's true. That's true.
I
that
guess.
one instance, every now and then turns into every instance. So people are burning through toilet paper like fire burns through hay, man. It's like
That's
it makes sense why it
but
went short.
since-
You know what I mean?
that does make sense.
But
Yeah.
it's just crazy how it happened.
that.
How it
It's just
in
it
the
was like-
context of
okay. It was like within a month we were out of toilet
Yeah.
paper.
People take a lot
It
of
was-
shits in this country, man.
Quick. It was way so.
there's
I mean,
a lot of motherfuckers in this country, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people taking shits, man. Holy shit. But
I mean, we got backyard. We got leaves. Come on.
everyone takes shits. Like it's so fucking current. It's so common, I guess. Like holy shit. But
Like,
yeah.
well, how many shits do you take a day? No, I was kidding.
how many shits? Fucking.
We can leave that question.
leave it in the comment. But yeah, that's just something I think about if we'll ever be the same. Like really, really the same, truly the same before Corona was here. I don't think so.
I agree. I agree
It'll
with
be
you.
the same,
when
but a
you're,
little different.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you when you were talking about the 9/11 thing, like what happened afterwards. I do agree. There's going to be a change. There's going to be more security for just viruses in general. There's
Yeah.
probably going to be like, I don't know, like you were saying.
It's gonna
So-
leave the Corona pandemic gave paranoia to a lot of people. Some people were super paranoid. People thought the world was gonna fucking end, like the zombies are gonna appear or some shit. I'm like, buddy, it's Corona, man. You're gonna have a little cough and be okay. I know you keep it away from your grandma, but you'll get a little cough and the next day you'll be fine. Like that's all it is. Maybe you'll get like some body aches and that's about it. That's 99% of the population. You're just fine. But they acted like we're all gonna get Ebola and fucking die like zombie-like state or some shit. I don't know. But
Well, what's that one weird drug, crocodile?
oh,
Some shit?
like the crocodile shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like they act like we're gonna turn into those people. Their fucking bones start showing.
But I guess these are extra topics. I guess we should ask Nico this. We asked Leah this. We gotta ask how was it like winning fucking homecoming king? We asked Leah the same question actually. Yeah.
I think we did that at the beginning too.
Yeah,
we know
did
this
at the
was
beginning.
we know this was years ago, but how
Yeah,
was it? I remember being
when
on
you-
the
high school.
same field as you when you won.
when you won, when you and Leah won, how was it? How was the experience like?
I mean, it was cool, man. I think, I talked to one of when I was a sophomore, I was up on the varsity team, and at that point there was a long-standing tradition of
Yeah.
one of the linemen has to win the homecoming thing for football.
Oh, wow.
Or,
Oh,
on the
yeah.
football team, right?
Oh yeah.
So the year before 2016, it was Jesus, and the year before that,
Oh, that's right.
it was something Gomez. I forget his first name. My bad.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
But
Gomez.
Emerson Gomez.
Oh, Emerson, that's right.
He
that's
won
right.
it, right?
Yeah.
So there was a long-standing tradition of a lineman winning homecoming. And
Yeah.
my sophomore year, I remember playing the homecoming game against Chula Vista and Kalen Washington, one of the guys that I looked up to. You know, was just somebody who I really wanted to be like.
Yeah.
You know, shout out Kalen and the K&D Porch
Exactly.
podcast.
Shout out to them,
Yeah,
man.
shout out
the
to them,
podcast,
bro.
yeah.
But,
Hell
Shout
yeah,
out to
man.
them.
What's it called? You know, I looked up to him a lot, and I remember having conversations that year before the homecoming game, and especially after. Like, damn, man, like, you know, because Kalen didn't win that year. I forget who won.
Oh,
that
yeah,
year.
that's right.
But I remember Kalen didn't win. I remember
that too.
You know, obviously he kept his cool and, you know, kept his chin up and just wanted to go win that game because that really was all that mattered.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, damn, like, for me, it was like, I'm gonna bring it back for the lineman, baby. Like I'm gonna do it for the big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, winning was really cool just because, you know, I looked up to him and
You carried the torch.
Exactly. I just wanted to carry that torch on for the big boys, you know.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
pretty
they
cool.
were cool, dude.
man.
I
It was
love
fun.
working out with them too, especially.
Kalen and Dirty were some studs, man. But I think another thing I asked Leah was like I think the two assemblies. I think it was two, right, for homecoming. Like the first one where you guys did like the songs. I think it was something like that.
Yeah, the lip syncing. Yeah.
How was that day like getting prepared and like actually doing the thing, like doing the song and all that? Like were you nervous?
I had that whole thing orchestrated since I was a junior. I was like, I have a beard. I look like Drake.
He planned it out.
Hotline Bling is a great song.
Perfect song.
Yes.
Perfect, right?
Yeah.
It is.
The only thing, you know, like I was ready. I knew the lyrics to the song. I don't know if you guys remember. If I find a video, I can send it to you guys to either edit in afterwards or just for you guys to look at. I actually dressed up as Drake, so I had the Jordan shirt, I had the red puffer jacket, I had the Timbs.
I remember.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
I had the whole thing going on, man, and I was like, I'm ready for this. And you know, it just so happened that KUSI was gonna pull up for this thing.
Oh, that's right.
And you know, Coach T Money, Coach Arciaga was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna talk to KUSI before you go and perform." So I'm there trying to keep my cool, like, "Oh yeah, you know, we're gonna go and play this game, and you know, our guys are prepared, and yada yada yada." You know, give this all this serious football, you know, like talk, and then go out there, throw on a jacket, take off my jersey, and go dance like Drake in front of, you know, everybody. Now, obviously, that's something that I was ready for, but it was like, damn, bro, like this is crazy, you know.
Yeah.
All these kids on my team are watching me give this super serious interview in front of KUSI.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go dance on stage as Drake. It was like,
that's
damn,
crazy.
Yeah, like that was crazy. But I mean, it was cool, bro. I think.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go out there and just show, you know, just kind of the person that I was at the time, you know.
Just show the people.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have to ask you this. I mean, you know, this question was coming. What did you think about fucking Leah falling? Like when she fucking fell? What was going through your head?
First of all, shout out Leah.
Right.
Shout out to Leah, man. She doesn't care.
Yeah, shout out to Leah. Yeah.
Love you, bud.
I've known her since I was in second grade.
Yeah.
So me and her go way back.
Oh shit.
What was funny about that for me the most that I always laugh at, because I was sitting right there when it happened. When
Oh my
she fell.
God.
I was literally in that area.
Not the day I
where
fucking
she
was
fell.
absent. I was pissed.
What'd you think when
and
she
I
was
like, oh shit! Leah, no.
What was going through your head when she fucking fell? I was like, holy shit.
I mean, obviously, you know, my first thing is like, oh fuck, like, is Leah okay? Like, is she is she gonna make it, bro?
She gonna make it.
And then my next thing was like, oh well, are the admin gonna be like, okay, you know, oh she hurt herself, you know, cut the assembly, you know,
shit, yeah,
end it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know, I can talk about this if you guys want, but the whole, you know, everything about the homecoming thing was like already kind of shaky, at least for me. So like my whole mindset was like, don't get kicked out,
right?
And you know, hope you win. Like my first priority was like, don't do anything stupid that's gonna piss anybody off.
Right. But I guess the other assembly, I think it was when you guys gave speeches and you guys like
Oh, the speech,
they
yeah.
would like name you and people would cheer. So this is
Uh-huh.
what was clear as day. You and Leah got the most cheers by far. Both of you guys did.
Yeah.
So what was it like when they said your name? I think you were walking to like the front and everyone was cheering. What was that like when fucking the whole auditorium was like fucking screaming your fucking name?
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Growing up in IB, for me, it's a huge, like, I feel like everybody in IB knows everybody in IB.
Right. Yeah.
So for that many people to show love like that, even if they knew me, because
Right.
I understood that a lot of people probably didn't know who the hell I was. I know obviously, a lot of my closer friends and a lot of people that were friends with those close friends knew who I was, so they were gonna support and show out. But like to have that many people, it was like, damn, like I really love IB.
Yeah. You're like, I have this.
So cool that so many.
I have this campaign in the bag. It's over after that.
Well, not even that. Again, like I was really nervous because
that day you had to speak that day.
Well, the speaking wasn't the bad part. That day I gave out. I don't know if you guys remember. I had little campaign shirts with my face on the front and the king size king on the back.
Oh yeah, I
was really nervous about that whole thing because, so I'll give a little insight and a little inside scoop. When it comes to like school campaigns like that, you're only allowed to give out a certain amount of free things per day. So you could only give out 10 things. So if you're giving out pencils, you give out 10 free pencils. If you're giving out brownies, give out 10 free brownies, which is extremely unsanitary and unsafe, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But anywho, I didn't follow that rule per se, and I also put in a lot more money than it would have been to make a pencil. Like I was giving out these shirts that cost, like $15-$20 to make. I was giving them out to anybody who wanted one. Literally, I put this poll up and I was like, "Hey, do you want one?" And then everybody that said yes, I made one for them.
You just committed.
So that was a little, I guess, unfair. And I guess somebody brought it up to the ASB that I was giving out shirts.
Of course.
So it was like, oh well, we might disqualify Niko because he's using this kind of advantage that nobody else is gonna make shirts. I think so because nobody else is making shirts, we're just gonna take him out of the competition.
I think I might know who it is. Was it a female? I think.
I have no idea who it is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I honestly, I'm not that I don't care, but like, I just feel like homecoming, like it's cool in the moment, like it's cool as fuck. Right. But like cloud like that now is so whack. Anyway, I was like, basically, I was just going on stage and talking and trying not to say anything stupid that would make the admin want to kick me off the homecoming court again. Oh, like they were. Yeah. I was already on the hot seat. Right. It was just about can I survive the vote?
Yeah. And like, what did you already know what you were gonna write? Like, did you like take weeks to write it? Like the speech for the assembly. Like what went into that?
So I wrote it that night. I was like, okay.
Leah said the same thing.
It was kind of like thrown together. Yeah. And in my head, it wasn't like it wasn't like a full speech that I had written. It was like touch on these main points. Right. And then when I presented it, you kind of just mix words together and hope that it comes out in one cohesive sentence. So it was like on my paper, it was like talk about this, this, and this, but it wasn't like specific sentences or words. It was kind of just like, this is what you think. Hope for the best. Like, it was really just 100% like a shot from the half court, basically.
Oh, it was like you just had an outline, and then whatever happens, happens.
Like whatever, if I say something stupid, bro, and embarrass myself, or if I fart on the microphone, bro, I'm fucked. But it is what it is, bro.
Imagine, what would you do? Oh, this is a good question. I didn't even think of this question. What would you do if you fell and it wasn't Leah? What would you do?
Shit. If I fell?
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I think it'd probably boost my clout a little bit.
I think honestly, it boosted Leah's clout. She would have won anyways, to be honest. But
I think she would have won.
Leah is the homegirl. She was never not gonna lose.
Yeah, she was already when I knew she was running. I'm like, everyone fucking loves Leah. It's over.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but yeah, that's so. If you would have fell the exact same way, or maybe you didn't do the exact thing she did, you didn't run to like the end.
Or like fell in like a group of cheers. People. No.
Yeah, what if you were doing the dance and you fell like at that extent, like Leah, like fucking like a bad, not really a bad fall, but like a pretty impactful fall. Like, what would you do?
Well, first of all, I'd probably get roasted by the football team because I was standing right in the front.
Right.
So I would never hear the end of it. But then, I think the next thing would be like, oh, is he hurt for the game? Because I feel like at that point the coaches were really, homecoming is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like homecoming is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But like the main thing of that night was the game, and the coaches were really just focused on whether or not we were going to win.
Yeah.
So I probably would have, had got an earful from the coaches saying like, "Oh, why'd you fall and bruise your knee? Yeah, we need you for the game."
That would have been. Yeah,
that would have been bad.
Leah was just meant to be. It was meant to be for her to fall. I was like, shit.
Leah is the GOAT, dude.
She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT. She said the same thing too about the speech. Like she wrote it not much before the speech actually happened. I was like, oh, but like, yeah, I think the candidates it was for female. What was it, Leah? Well, maybe I shouldn't share the names on here, but
honestly, I have no fucking clue whom I was running against. I don't remember.
I forgot too. I think I know one kid. I think his name was Carlos, a short kid. That was.
I don't remember anyone else at all. Probably just Niko and Leah winning. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what we remember for sure. What was something else I wanted to ask?
I think I remember like a few girls that was running homecoming queen, but whatever.
Homecoming, it was like. I think because you guys were just known, like more known than everybody else, and like everyone, you were liked more than everybody else.
I'm glad it was you guys too.
Yeah,
honestly,
me too. I voted for both of you.
I'm gonna be honest, straight honest. In our grade, it was not a lot of nice people. There was a lot of mean people.
I agree. Yeah, so, there's a lot of some people.
That's why our grade probably had the least graduates too.
I feel like our grade wasn't as connected as like Kaylin's grade or like
they
were all
100%.
Yeah, like we're like more disconnected as like a whole grade. Kaylin, like
our
everyone,
grade is like known as being a bunch of assholes, and I fucking not blame them. But I'm glad it was you guys who won because you guys are not part of that asshole group. You guys are really cool.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I think
I was voting for both of you. So.
Yeah, me too.
I think the whole homecoming thing. I think especially looking back at it now, like 100% looking back at it now, being cool or like known is so fucking overrated, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
it was. I feel like being
don't get me wrong.
It was, or not in our school, but like, I don't feel like it worked like the same way as like other like places did. You know?
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna say that I would, I'd run it back and not do it, because I don't regret that. But I think, like, especially at the end of my senior year, I thought it was I found more of myself. Being like less in the background and less in the forefront of what's going on and like less known than it was to be known for like those 2 weeks after homecoming. Like, oh my god, like that's the homecoming king.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I just think especially now, it is so much fucking cooler to be like unknown and like low key, but still be on your shit than it is to be like, oh, I have like 7,000 followers and like, I do this.
I agree.
I'm flexing that. It's like, dude, fucking like, bro, get a job and like pay bills and like that shit's gangster, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think especially now, my whole mindset about life
is transition more respect.
I feel like on the younger, like when we were younger, life, well, not to us, but in general, was about like being the coolest person and not for any particular reason, just because besides that you're maybe just people like you and everyone wants to be around you and be you. But like now that we're older, I feel like life's about earning respect, like being a talented person.
Just doing what you love, man. I think
exactly.
Like I think even if nobody knows what you're doing, but if you're enjoying life, like that's dope as hell. Like I could not talk to somebody for like 7 months and they'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm doing this and I love it and it's the best year of my life. I'd be like, that's so sick, dude.
That's sick.
Like it's so much better than seeing them do something that they're unhappy. Like like man, I don't know, man. Just do what you love, man, and just do it, man. Just full send.
Like do what you love, and then the respect will come. Like when you become good at something, you become good at your craft. You're respected by people. You're like, oh, this guy's a damn good nurse or doctor or police officer or whatever the hell it is. You just gotta work on your craft and you become respected. That's as I got older too. And personally, that's the way I look at life now. Like work on your craft. Don't really focus on how many people like you or whatever. Earn respect. People will like you if you earn it. I mean, that's not what life's about, but you'll earn respect. And to me, honestly, the best moments in life are like the small ones, like when you're just having a good laugh with your comrades or on a drive with your girlfriend or whatever.
With close to people.
Yeah, that's what life's about. When I was younger, I looked at life the wrong way. Now I feel like that's what life's really about, you know. And you
Yeah.
the success and the you know and the notoriety will come just with working hard. That's just life. You can't. There's no shortcuts, you know.
True.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my take on it. But I forgot I was gonna ask you something else about. Oh, were you able to run for prom king if you wanted, or you can't because you want homecoming?
No, I don't think
No.
you
So
could.
generally, you can only run for one. Trust me, if
Oh,
I
one
could
for
have ran
one.
for prom king,
You probably would have won that
I
too.
would have.
Yeah,
No,
honestly,
I
I
mean,
bet you and Leah would have won that shit too.
Oh yeah, you guys would have won
I
that shit,
think
no
I
doubt.
think it makes me happier that Nick won because Nick is
Yeah, I'm actually glad
Nick
he.
is one of the people that I walked out of high school with, and I
Right.
was like, damn, he was one of the only people that was genuine with me the entire time.
Yeah.
Like there was
Yeah.
so looking back, there was so few people that I'm not saying not trying to diss anybody,
Right.
but
Right.
I think in high school everybody's mindset is like I'm trying to come up on something. Like I'm trying to be cooler than this person.
Exactly.
But Nick was
Yeah.
always just Nick. Nick
He was,
always
yeah,
did
always-
his thing and just
Always Nick, and I think he always
I was
will be
Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
was so unapologetically himself. Like he didn't
Exactly.
care if somebody laughed at him or cried or
Didn't give a
anything.
damn.
He was just like, oh, I'm just gonna do my thing, bro.
Yeah.
I love him for that, man.
Yeah. I love Nick, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
I think it's better to be just a genuine person. Whoever doesn't like you doesn't like you. I mean, that's the way I'm like. If you don't like me, it is what it is. I mean, I don't need your approval. You know,
Yeah.
I'll earn respect by
I'm
other
at that
people. who
point.
do.
Nick's earned my full 100% respect.
Yeah, Nick. Nick won homecoming king, and who won homecoming queen? I forgot. I don't even know who won homecoming. I forgot.
Queen, I don't remember what the queen was actually.
Me either. I don't remember.
Was Esmeralda?
Oh, Esmeralda. That's right. That was perfect. I think she should have
She
won.
won prom queen, yeah.
That's right. It was Esmeralda and Nick, and those are two like genuine people. They're just themselves all the time.
Exactly. They were themselves
everything
always, and that's something that you can never
turned
take back.
Exactly.
I think everything turned out perfect. You know, when it came to homecoming and prom.
Yeah.
I didn't go to, but
Yeah, I didn't go to homecoming or prom. I didn't go to either one.
game.
But yeah,
I went to the game though, but
I went to the game. Yeah, but I didn't go to the dances.
I went to prom. I love prom. Prom was fun. But I heard the homecoming though wasn't that good because I forgot who was like fucking around with the music too much.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't remember.
but yeah, high school. I think we could sit. I guess we're talking to all the people that are gonna start high school or in high school. High school, it's like its own little world, and best thing I could say
Pretty
is
much.
pretty much. And the best thing I could say is the real world is just about. It's just about trying to make it. You won't care who she likes you or whether he likes you. The real world's about just trying to make it. I think that's something high schoolers should try to learn now that they're in high school. It's like I don't give a fuck if they like me or not. I'm just gonna get good grades, hang out with my real friends, and work on my craft. So by the time I'm I'm an adult, I'm on a good track. You know, and I think a lot of high schoolers get stuck in that popularity shit and clout shit. Like
they get stuck staying in high school.
and the sad thing is, some people don't get out of it. They're like fucking grown. They only care about his friends partying, and there's nothing wrong with partying, but like that's their whole lives. Like there's no grind. They're not working on themselves.
I can't do that.
Like they have no fire, no passion.
I can't do that.
Luckily, I've never been one of the guys, even in high school, that was like, oh, let's go party all day, every day, and like I've never been like that myself. So I'm lucky, but I know there's some people that mentally are more, they just like that more, but they should try to have a balanced life. I think that's important. But yeah, high school, it was all right. It was cool. Move on.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're out of high school, to be honest. I don't miss it. I'm glad we're in the real world.
Me neither.
Yeah. I know some people.
I only miss one teacher there, and that's
I
it.
liked high school. I liked high school just because of the friends I made, but I hated most of the staff.
Most of the staff. But
They talked a lot of shit. I'm like,
yeah.
See, I think I'm the exact opposite. Like, as my time there progressed, I noticed that a lot of more of my realer like connections and like people that would give me like genuine advice,
right,
were the teachers. Like I remember like choosing to hang out in teachers' classrooms.
Right. Yeah.
And like hang out with like Mr. Hill or like Mr. James.
Mr. Hill, Mr. Hill is a real one, man. He's a real dude.
And like just hanging out with them is so much more like
cool
fulfilling.
Teachers, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like Ramirez and shit too.
Some of these teachers are good, are just good people, like down to earth. Like Mr. Hill was down to earth.
Some of them are actually good people. But
Ramirez.
there's actually some that for some reason I kept getting involved with, And they were the ones fucking telling me I would never graduate, telling me I'm never gonna make it to college. Fucking prove them wrong, those assholes. But yeah.
But
shout
I
out to Miss Bolaños real quick.
Oh yeah, she was cool.
Shout out to
She
her. We hated each other at first freshman year, but now we're cool.
She got offended because I wanted to switch from her class.
But like, yeah, I feel like high school is a popularity hierarchy. You got the top that everybody knows. You got the
man. I didn't give a fuck if I was popular or not.
Yeah, then you got the second tier, you got the third tier, then you got like the outcasts on the bottom. Like that's high school. But everyone out there that's going to high school don't think that way. That's the way it is in general. But try to change that. Make it better. But yeah. In the real world is just trying to make it. That's what adults all care about is surviving the next payday. Or I mean, unless you're making a lot of money, that's different. But yeah, it's just about trying to make it in the world.
Yeah.
But I guess
all I wanted to do in high school was just play football.
Yeah.
I think just if I could give any advice to anybody in high school, coming from somebody who was homecoming king, man, like that popularity shit, like it's cool in the moment, bro. But like literally, Jimmy, you're the last person that's asked about the homecoming thing since I won homecoming. Like it's not like I can't put that on my resume. I can't get a. I didn't put it on my college applications. Like nobody cares about that clout shit. Like it's cool.
It's facts.
It's fun, man. Yeah. But like it's in the long run, it's not something that's like it's kind of like a drug. Like it's like, oh, it's cool at the moment, and like you're gonna feel great, but afterwards it's gonna be like, oh, like that was absolutely for nothing. Like you're gonna be left with just a crown that I don't even know. It's an accomplishment. I probably threw my crown away already. Like it just is so like it's just so silly, bro. Like it's I don't know.
The only thing,
do your thing.
The only thing I still have from high school is my graduation cap and gown.
I feel like high school.
I have my cap. I don't know where my gown's at.
I feel like high schools themselves are built in a way to set up that kind of hierarchy, the population hierarchy. Just think about it: homecoming king, prom queen. Like they're set it up for it to be that way. I mean, is that okay? That's debatable, but they kind of set it up for you, set you up for that kind of mentality. But it is what it is. We're in the real world now. But yeah, anyone out there, that's what Niko said. Just focus on what really matters, man. Because when you're out of high school is just a memory, man. It's just the end of the day.
True.
It's just a memory.
Yes.
Yeah. Just move on and work on
that popularity shit.
Doesn't mean shit in the real world.
Won't go for the real world.
Now, companies like I don't give a shit.
The only way popularity will get you anywhere is if you're like become famous, and that's even then that's because of a certain talent that you have.
Yeah, but usually famous people have a talent unless you're no shade, but unless you're like Kylie Jenner or some shit with no talent, you're just a pretty face. That's reality. Let's be real. But like a LeBron James, like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Gary, what's the guy Gary V, the entrepreneur. Like it's all talent. They earned it. But it's facts. But I guess this is another topic that I had on here. Who do you think? Okay, so starting off, I think we can all agree. I mean, it's kind of clear Drake was the artist of this decade, 2010s. I mean, who else would be up there with him? I agree. I mean, it's kind of, to me, it's a consensus that he was the artist of the decade. So the question is, who do you think is going to be the artist of this decade, like by the end of the 2020s? Who will be the artist of the decade? Like the most dominant artist throughout this decade, if you had to predict?
Damn, son.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think it's going to be Drake. I think by like the end of the 2020s, he won't be as relevant because he will be older. That's a hard question. I don't know.
Well, because mostly some of these rappers now are just getting killed.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. That's true. Who's
it's pretty hard to say.
Someone with the talent and the age. I mean, they're young enough. Maybe.
Hey, listen, bro.
I don't know.
Might be an unpopular opinion, but we already talked about this artist today, dude. Cardi B.
That's a possibility. That is a possibility.
I think this is the decade of Cardi B.
It is a possibility.
I think that just the thing with her music is it's not that like it's incredibly deep or has some deep methodical message, but it's just good to listen to, man. Like it's just
for some reason,
it's something that you can listen to real easily.
She has a talent of being her music being attractive to the ear. I can't explain it. It's just her shit's attractive to the ear. You want to listen. Your ears are attractive.
She can spit too, man. Like
She
if
can.
like
She can.
I'm not trying to like downgrade her, but dude, she can spit.
I
Like
agree.
she has some serious bars, dude. And, you know, even though she does, you know, talk about her body a lot, but those are fucking bars, bro.
Yeah,
Like the rhyme,
Yeah.
the rhyme structure and shit. Damn, son.
I compare her caption a bit. You know how every song, like when the song is hot, everyone puts captions of the song, like the lyrics. She has a really good ability of making captions in songs, almost as good as Drake's ability. I think Drake's still better at it because almost every song he fucking posts there's a fucking caption from one of his lyrics. But like all those pictures that the girls post, all those captions are hers, are her lyrics. Like she's
Yeah.
genius. She's genius at captions and lyric construction. She's genius. It's marketing genius, honestly. Megan Thee Stallion is kind of like I think
Best
she
rapper alive right now is Flight.
flight, but I feel like Megan Thee Stallion is probably under her wing, being on WAP. Cardi probably gave her a lot of fucking advice. But yeah, Cardi is a genius, honestly, in her own way. She doesn't have deep music like Kendrick or Drake or all these other guys, but he's marketing. I can't take anything away from her. I can't.
She's a force to be reckoned with, man.
She is. I agree. She could be artist of the decade very well. She could very well be. She's huge right now. Like biggest.
Guess you gotta wait another 10 years.
Yeah, you gotta wait. It's really hard to be artist of the decade. Like Drake. The thing with Drake is every fucking album, big album, he dropped number one on the Billboard 200. From Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, it's too late. Scorpion. More Life.
What
every
about
album? Like
what about 6ix9ine?
No.
He hit the billboards.
No.
He number one on the billboards.
So a guy that's on the charts a lot.
I'm not gonna take any respect away from 6ix9ine because honestly, he does put in the hustle for his music. You can't lie about that. But
6ix9ine, yeah.
I don't know, man.
One thing I did see was that one song with 6ix9ine and Cardi B, not Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. You know how it broke a record? Apparently it's fake because they bought millions of views, so it's not even a real record that they broke. 6ix9ine. I'm not surprised. He just got out of prison. No one cares about him right now.
You know, the thing about that is 6ix9ine, he was literally always talking about how people buy views or buy that to be on top of the billboard. So I don't know.
But someone like Drake or Kendrick, they don't buy shit. They're just their music is so good that or Eminem in his prime. Honestly, if I had to list artists of the decades, 2000s was Eminem. At least the first part of the decade. The whole 2010 was Drake, and now 2020 is up for grab. We'll just have to see by the end of 2020s who's the best of the decade.
It could have been Pop Smoke. Oh,
Pop Smoke had ability. So did Nipsey. Nipsey had potential too.
It could have been Nipsey too.
Yeah, Nipsey, Pop Smoke, even X. I mean, if he was consistent, X he had a lot of potential. That's a damn shame. All these fucking good artists died, man. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
it
really is. It's a fucking shame. But
I remember going to the one time X was in San Diego was when he had the beef with Rob Stone.
Oh,
then
yeah,
when he got knocked out.
Yeah, I was at that concert that he got knocked out.
Holy shit. That's insane.
I can tell the story of what happened, bro, but it's a little long-winded, but it's a story that I love fucking telling, bro. It was a nutty day.
I'm guessing he was performing and someone just came up to him and just decked his ass and holy shit.
So Rob Stone is from San Diego and X came to perform in San Diego.
Right.
Obviously Rob Stone had beef with them before that. I'm not even sure for what. Probably just sending shots online or whatever.
Probably, yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
So a guard let one of Rob Stone's goons up on stage.
Oh,
and,
shit.
The thing with that was that X had literally been on stage for 15 seconds.
Oh, my God.
So he's on stage. He just started, and then he gets popped, right?
Oh,
you see his tooth fly out.
What the?
When I say I was there.
You were there.
I was literally in the front row.
Holy shit.
I could have caught his tooth.
Oh, my God. That's insane.
I was that close. So then, once X gets knocked out, his boys come out and beat the fuck out of whoever the hell it is.
Yeah, whoever that asshole
Then he runs out, right?
Damn.
So then, they carry X's body off stage, and he's like out cold.
Fuck.
Really?
Like you know how when somebody gets knocked out, but their whole body gets rigid and they're just stuck, like a statue.
Yeah, like they're stiff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's how out cold he was.
That guy must have been a
So-
big guy or some shit to knock him out that fucking
He
bad.
wasn't even that big. It was just a big shot. And X is pretty. I think X is like 5'6".
Yeah, he's a small guy.
Yeah.
So we're there, and like 15 minutes pass, and then he comes out on stage, and he's like, "Oh, fucking listen."
Oh shit.
And then another song starts playing,
Uh-huh.
and then cops come on stage,
Oh fuck.
and I guess the guy that came and hit X had
Uh-huh.
gotten stabbed multiple times.
Oh my
So-
god. Damn.
So it was at that point, it was a threat to the public safety
Uh-huh.
for the concert to keep going, right?
Oh my god.
So then, the concert ends. Everybody has to get everybody gets kicked out.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, X is, the show's over. Everybody's leaving.
Uh-huh.
But you see people walking to their cars that were parked nearby, and this is in North Park, so it's a pretty
Oh.
small, intimate neighborhood.
Damn.
So people get in their cars
Yeah.
and start playing music.
Damn. That's
So
crazy.
next thing you know, people are throwing little mosh pits in the street.
Oh
On a closed off street. People are punching each other, moshing, jumping
Oh
up
my
and down.
god.
People in like a multi-story parking structure
Uh-huh.
are like jumping up and down. The whole thing is shaking.
My
So
god.
me being a kid at that time, I was in 2017.
Uh-huh.
I'm running around, joining groups, talking
Oh.
to people, moshing
Oh my
and
god.
stuff. I at some point I think I was moshing so hard I lost my T-shirt.
Oh
Because
shit.
I have pictures from
Oh,
that
fuck.
day
Uh-huh.
with me with my shirt off.
Oh my
And
god.
the shirt that the shirt that I walked back or that I got back home in was a flannel that I found on the ground.
Oh my
A
god.
legendary flannel.
Damn.
So that happens, and then so after people start beating each other up or whatever, the
Uh-huh.
police comes. Or no, first someone's trying to drive out. So somebody comes and kicks the taillight in. Just comes
Holy
and smashes it right in.
Holy
And
then-
shit.
They're like jumping on top of the car up and down and shit. So then the
Damn.
cops come.
Uh-huh.
And so someone had the bright idea of kicking the
Oh,
cops' headlights in.
Oh god.
So people are pulling up, kicking the cops' taillights in,
Damn.
and then the sirens come on. So everybody freaks the fuck out and everybody runs away.
That's
then-
just-
At that point, that's when I realized I lost my shirt and found the flannel. So I throw the
Wow.
flannel on,
uh-huh.
and then we get picked up and leave.
Wow.
It was one of the
That's-
coolest fucking nights of my life.
that's
Bro. It was
ins-
so
that's-
nuts.
That's so crazy. Like holy
That's
shit.
dope. That was
Dude,
dope.
X, man. Like thing with X, his music was like he was also really good with his pen. He's really good writing music. Like his
He spits, but he also just fucking rages sometimes. And it's
Yeah.
just it's so sick to have,
He was
to have
unique.
something like so dynamic, but also so like moving as far as like energy goes. You know what I mean?
yeah. He was so
It's
like
cool as fuck.
that guy was really talented artist. But damn, yeah, he could have been artist of the decade. It's just
100%.
100%. I can't believe it though. It's just that's insane. Like all these really good artists just gone. It's a damn shame. But I guess the final topic that I put on here is next gen consoles like the PS5, Xbox.
PS5, baby.
So we saw the official prices. The digital version is gonna be $399, and then the one with the disc also as an option is $499. So that's the PS5. It looks cool. Personally, I'm probably gonna get the one with the disc option and the digital option. And the Xbox, I think there's only one version, just disc and digital. I think I'm not even sure about that, but who knows what these who knows what these things will be capable of, man? These next gen consoles. Who knows?
I already pre-ordered 2 games that are gonna be next gen.
Yeah, I'm
So,
thinking of getting my shit
Can't
like
wait.
when the peak of sales. I'm gonna get like the best deal possible on the PS5.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully there's a
I'm
bundle.
getting the PS5.
I hope there's like a Black Ops Cold War bundle or something like that.
No, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
is.
there
There
better
is.
be.
I got the
There's a
Cold War
cross-gen
one.
bundle and an Ultimate Edition.
I didn't get
yeah.
I didn't get the expensive edition. I just got the edition where you could cross-gen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
I
too.
got the. Oh, speaking of that, tomorrow is the alpha beta that you get to play tomorrow on Friday. It's
Oh,
coming
shit.
out.
Oh damn.
They're coming out with the alpha beta.
The games are
So I
evolving.
can't wait for
man.
that one.
Every year or every few years are
What a
evolving.
time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Yeah. Like holy shit.
2020 looks like it's getting better from here.
Yeah.
I hope.
Hopefully. But I guess before we wrap it up, Does anyone have any last topics or anything? Been on it for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Honestly,
I
We're
think.
like-
I mean, for me, I'm good, bro. Just
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I just want to say Niko during football season was one of my favorite teammates.
Oh yeah. Football is just a fun experience, man. But,
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
yeah. But
Only real one in there.
the only real one. But yeah,
Actually, hey,
guys.
Nico, I remember like I think it was like it might have been one of our first games in like freshman year, and like I remember you were literally giving a group speech to our whole team when I think we were losing. I think we even lost, but you gave like a motivational speech. I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh shit, look at this guy taking charge.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought that was sweet.
I just love football, man, and like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
it's something that I've
passion, man.
It's an
I
awesome sport.
played it for
fun.
13 years.
That was
I
awesome.
coached for 1 year. So
Wow.
for me, football is like something that I live and breathe by.
What's
So
up, dude?
Yeah.
Football.
Your
I
blood,
still
man.
remember this time. Where was it? At University City, freshman year. I think Niko remember when he stiff armed the fuck out of
Oh,
someone.
I actually blocked. I was the receiver. I was the receiver that blocked the corner, and then he kept going. He fucking killed that safety.
This shit was funny. It was a great.
He was
that
crying.
one of
He
the
made the guy cry. He was like on the floor
moments.
crying. Like,
Oh, shit.
I blocked the receiver, and then he ran past me.
Niko, you remember that?
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I
remember
remember
that.
like it was yesterday, man. I broke that fucking collarbone, man.
Yeah, I blocked.
sick.
I
Oh,
blocked
he
the
did.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
He did. He stiff armed the shit out of his collarbone and broke it. I was like,
Fuck.
holy fuck, dude. The kid was like crying on the floor
Holy
for like
shit.
forever. I was like, holy fuck. But
Hey, wait, hey, Nico, wait, you said you're in college, right?
Yeah, I'm in college.
What college?
I'm over at Southwestern right now. Actually, no, I'm at State right now.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you're at
just
State
transferred
now.
for the fall.
Are you-
Yeah.
oh,
are
you're at San Diego State.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, you're the same school as me now.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh,
time,
you
man.
from
Like,
Southwestern?
that's
San Diego
yeah.
that's
State?
crazy though.
It's tight.
The last time I saw Niko, it was at Southwestern at the library.
Yeah, I was in the library
I
grinding,
remember.
man.
So that means
Are
when
you-
they,
Yeah.
Are you planning on playing football for college?
That's a good question. I think I for sure hung up my cleats for good.
yeah,
As much as I love it, for me, my health was starting to, I felt like I was taking a toll on it. My freshman year, I took a concussion. That was my fifth concussion of my lifetime.
Fuck.
I was like, you know what, bro? It's time after high school. It's time to hang it up. Like,
I-
don't get me
I-
wrong. I love playing
I
football.
was
right.
Yeah. That's what I was
I get you.
planning on doing
I mean,
that, and then I would say I'm gonna try out for college. And then, like during the
I
summer,
might,
I was
I
just
might
like,
give it a go again. I'll see, but
I
don't know.
I know
it
Thomas.
depends how much time it is.
For me personally, I know Thomas and John know I used to box, but I was kind of the
Yeah.
same, and I used to box. Like I could have, like, not even bragging, it's just the truth. I could have went pro if I wanted to, like at one point, like a couple years, like a year ago or two. But I was in the same boat as you. Like I was like, I'm getting headaches all the time. I've been rocked many times. Yeah, I'm doing well. I could probably make some money, but how far am I gonna go before I'm just
Exactly.
yeah? And I was
I
in college.
remember.
I was in
Yeah.
college at the time already, and I was like, I don't know, man. Do I really want to go pro? And the truth is, I would probably have to go part time or not even go to school if I,
I
went pro.
remember you.
So,
I remember your. I remember your decision. You said. I think you were saying you finally decided to stop because it was taking too much time of like doing all the things you're doing, and
Yeah.
it's hard. It makes it harder to become pro when you're doing boxing part time. That's the
Yeah,
thing. You got
it's-
to commit fully.
yeah,
But
like,
you're
if-
saying
Yeah.
yeah. 'cause
like
I was,
if
I
I
was
was
that-
gonna commit. You're saying if you're gonna commit, you would commit right now, but
Yeah.
you got too much things on your plate.
maybe one day I'm like Nico. Like I think I hanged up the gloves, but I don't know. Or maybe one
I remember.
day. But
Yeah, I remember when Niko. Remember like in sophomore year, the Bell game where I fucked my knee up when they had me playing DM.
Yeah, but that was something that really hurt my heart. Just because I know you're passionate in football, and
Yeah,
just to see that happen to you, man, it was like it's a heartbreaker, man. for sure.
goddamn.
like
Yeah.
I went to go get my MRI. I left school early to go get it, and then they told me I tore my ACL in my other knee this time,
Damn.
and they said I was done for the year.
Damn.
I seeing Niko, I was telling him about it, and he goes, "So how'd it go?" And I go, "I'm done for the year." He goes, "What? What happened?" I go, I tore my ACL again." He goes, "Bro, no fucking way,
I
man."
can't believe he
It was
tore
all-
both. I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. This happened. But
Dude,
It was that shit hit
Can't lie,
hard.
man. That's not the best of luck right there. But
yeah, that's shit
Yeah.
luck.
Did you still play?
I
afterwards?
still played the final 2 years, and then I was
That's
gonna
good.
play in college, and
Yeah.
then I don't know, just during the summer, I was one of these days. I'm like, I just didn't have fun playing anymore or
Yeah,
like
and
practicing.
to point out, when you go boxing pro, it's not the same thing as going to the NFL. Like you're right away
Yeah.
in the top. In boxing, there's levels to pro. You could be a pro, no one will know who the fuck you are. So it
Yeah,
doesn't.
exactly.
If I would have went pro, it wouldn't be me. I'd be fighting Floyd the next day. But
Yeah.
being pro means first. Here's the thing that I don't think anybody knows. You can go pro whenever you want. Like you can go pro whenever
Yeah.
you want. You don't have to like pass a test to go pro. Anyone can go pro. You just got to sign a couple papers, pass a couple physicals, you're pro. But there's a lot of pros that people don't know about. But if I would have went pro, I would have started. My coach said, like,
You'd have
all
to
right,
boost up.
yeah, I'm the type of person
Yeah.
that if I go pro, I can't half-ass it. And I wouldn't, I couldn't go full effort because I was in school, I was doing this other shit. I was already in college, so he made.
If you had a choice to go like full like pro boxing and like make it big, or and like not go to college, would you do that, or would you still go to college anyways?
I'd probably still go to college, but I'm not full time probably. If I was like making big money fighting, but yeah, I'd probably go part time or probably leave college, come back. But yeah, my coach is like, listen, dude, you gotta make a choice because don't go pro if you're gonna be in college. You gotta make a choice. You either do this or
Yeah.
that. And I was like, he's like, I know you've had concussions, you've had this. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna pass. He's like, are you sure you're good at it? I was like, I'm good, man. I can't. And I got injured too.
Do we have those? Yeah.
I got injured a
We
lot.
have
you
those
got
moments.
Yeah.
I remember we have those moments where it's just like it's not fun for you anymore. You
Yeah,
know,
I've had
like
those
you used to
moments
have
too.
fun doing this,
Yeah.
and then it's just like then one day you're just like, you're not having fun. Like, why am I still here? You know.
Yeah.
For me, like
Yeah.
now looking back at it, I don't regret not playing football anymore. Like
Yeah.
I'm fine. My knees are great now. I'm not having any knee pain afterwards.
Knee pain.
Like I feel great now.
I feel
like I still want to be a part of the sports world. That's why I'm doing sports journalism,
Yeah.
which is great. But it's just like I don't
still-
regret not playing
a
animo
big reason I do YouTube, besides trying to become like a person of influence, is I love sports too. I like talking about it all day, like
Yeah.
UFC, boxing, football. It's a big reason why I do it. But I think we could all say sports probably, even though we don't play them anymore, or practice them anymore.
It's always going to be a part of me.
Yeah.
Like
It
look
built-
at me. Like I wear a Kobe shirt.
It built. I
Laker
think
hat.
it built our character. All of us. It built our
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Of being, we learned
Work
values
ethic.
that don't only just work in sports, but they work in life. Like football, the value of always grinding and not giving up, or boxing,
Yeah.
like, fighting until the bell's over. That's just values that we still have now, even in just regular
Mhm.
life. So I think sports is still helping us, even though we're not playing anymore. They're definitely still helping
Yeah.
us. So
Helping us cope with these pandemic shit.
cope with the real world and
Watching-
cope with pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think how long have we been talking? 2 hours and 32 minutes. I know we talked a shitload of time, but before we end it, we got to thank our guest of honor, Niko,
Yeah.
for being on.
Thank
We
you,
got-
Thank you guys
Nico.
for having me
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's
for you again, man.
an honor and a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, hopefully, if we ever do it again, Leah can come on, so we'll have the king and the queen on at the same time. I was trying to
Yeah.
do that, but she couldn't make it, unfortunately. I was like, fuck. But
That would have been
hopefully,
dope.
yeah, hopefully in the future we see you and Leah again. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We got to thank all the guests for being on, and
Hey.
we'll see you in the next episode. We are out of here. Peace.
Hey.
See ya.
Peace.